Chapter 1538. Just like that, a joyous night passed. And the older sister was indeed more fragrant than the younger sister. And not just by a little bit. If Mu Feifei knew what Lin Xian was thinking, she would definitely bite Lin Xian to death. How shameless. Bah. Bah. The next morning. Well, Lin Xian didn't get up as early as Mu Qingya. Mu Qingya opened her eyes first, and the first thing she saw was Lin Xian's naughty face. This face, you don't think it's very handsome, but it's very charming right now. Beauty was in the eye of the beholder. As her man in Mu Qingya's eyes, Lin Xian was indeed different. Bastard. Thinking of last night, Mu Qingya couldn't help blushing. So that was what men and women did. To be honest, it was quite amazing, but it was really embarrassing. Hey Qingya, you're blushing so early in the morning. I don't know what to say. Lin Xian's voice suddenly sounded. Mu Qingya. She couldn't help blushing again. Shameless. Hey, what's wrong? Why are you scolding me again? Lin Xian smirked and pressed her under his body. Get up. Mu Qingya blushed and pushed Lin Xian away. No, you're blushing so early in the morning. You made me think the wrong way. You have to be responsible for me. Mu Qingya. I'm going to pull the knife out from under the pillow. Mu Qingya said. Damn. Are you serious? Lin Xian quickly let go of her. Mu Qingya also let out a long sigh of relief. It's not true. Then she quickly got up. How dare you lie to me? Lin Xian glared at her. Mu Qingya put on her pajamas and walked to the bathroom. Are you going to work today? Lin Xian asked. Well, what else can I do? Why don't we play together for a day? You can also give yourself a break. Mu Qingya washed her face and said. No, I've been quite busy recently. Let's finish this period. Don't you have anything to do? Lin Xian rubbed the tip of his nose. You're right. Why do I feel like I'm useless? That's not it. Lin Xian thought about it for a while. He really did have things to do. However, he had to advance to the law realm. It would be soon. Lin Xian decided to go to the Lin family after reaching the law realm. After all, Lin Xian had experienced the previous incident and had a deep understanding of the strength of the martial artists on Earth. Lin Xian had a rough idea of how strong they were. Going to the Lin family while at the profound heaven realm was really not possible. Oh, by the way, does our company have capital now? Lin Xian walked to the back and hugged Mu Qingya from behind. Her body suddenly trembled. What capital are you referring to? Money. Yes. Can it be compared to the Lin family? Lin Xian asked. Mu Qingya frowned slightly. Not in the short term, but it won't be a problem to start another project. If it can be started, what do you want to do? You can do it now. Then let's attack the Lin family's capital, Lin Xian said. Destroying the Lin family didn't mean killing everyone in the Lin family. Of course, killing everyone in the Lin family was the same as destroying the Lin family, but Lin Xian couldn't do it. Lin Xian and Lin Tian's grudge could only involve a few people. If he wanted to kill countless innocent people, Lin Xian really couldn't do it. Therefore, Lin Xian wanted to kick the Lin family out of the 8 great families and then do something. It shouldn't be a problem. Are you sure? Mu Qingya asked. To be honest, Mu Qingya was also unhappy with the Lin family. They had pressured all the major corporations, and had even pushed her former Mu corporation to the brink of collapse. She had been unhappy about it, but she had never said anything about it. Now that Lin Xian had said that he wanted to destroy the Lin family, the little devil in her heart had appeared. Of course. Do we have the qualifications now? Yes. Mu Qingya nodded. Good. Then destroy the Lin family's business. Mu Qingya nodded. Okay. The Mu group definitely had the capital. Their current capital was very exaggerated. The key was that the Mu group's current position was unshakable. Some of them might have been the Lin family's business. Now they were all discerning people. They knew very well that the Mu group was impossible. With the country behind it, it was obvious who they were on. Don't pretend. Let them know that it was the Mu group who did it, Lin Xian said with a smile. I'll listen to you. The two of them then walked down. Why are you up so early? Zhang Ting was making breakfast for them. I went to bed early, so I got up early, Mu Qingya said. What? You went to bed so early? Zhang Ting was surprised when she heard this. Last night. I went back to my room very early last night. Mom, you know that. Then did you do what you should do? Mu Qingyao blushed and then nodded. Zhang Ting glanced at Lin Xian suspiciously. Lin Xian smiled and nodded. Ha, okay, let's eat. After breakfast, Lin Xian and Mu Qingyao went to the company together. He didn't know what Ling Ying and the others were doing now. In fact, Lin Xian felt that it shouldn't be difficult to find them. After all, this was also a world of the internet. But why didn't he look for them? Lin Xian was afraid that they would be involved in some of the struggles on Earth. On the other side, the Lin family. Master, it's not good. This master was the father of the current Lin family's Lin Tian. What's the fuss about? Lin Haiyang was very upset now because his eldest son was dead. His eldest son died in the Ghost Mountain range. Although almost no one was spared in Ghost Mountain, and only Lu Qingzhu survived, he could not understand why Lu Qingzhu was the only one who survived. What exactly happened in the Ghost Mountain range? Although Lu Qingzhu said it, why didn't he believe it? Then why was Lu Qingzhu the one who survived in the end, and not those powerhouses with celestial realm cultivation? This wasn't normal. But he didn't have the capital to say anything to the Lu family. Sigh. The Lin family's business was attacked. Just such a small matter? If we're attacked, then we'll attack back. Who is our Lin family afraid of? Lin Haiyang's eyes narrowed as he said. But master, it's the Mu group that attacked us. What? The Mu group? In the eyes of everyone now, the Mu group was a behemoth. Perhaps they hadn't grown to that level yet. But according to the things they said in the follow-up press conference, once it was realized, they would become the richest man in the world. Now why did the Mu group attack their Lin group for no reason? What's going on? Maybe the second young master targeted the Mu group before. Now that the Mu group has the capital, it's back. Lin Haiyang frowned. Call Lin Tian over for this, daddy. Chapter 1539. Lin Tian was summoned to the living room by Lin Haiyang. What's going on? Did you make a move on the Mu group? Lin Haiyang angrily pointed at Lin Tian. Dad, it's just a move on the Mu group. It's not a big deal. You even called me over for such a thing. I thought it was something serious. Lin Tian shrugged his shoulders. Slap. Lin Haiyang angrily gave him a slap. At this time, Lin Tian realized the seriousness of the matter. Bastard, do you know that the Mu group has already turned around to attack my Lin group? Let them. Why would my Lin group be afraid of them? Trash. You trash. Lin Haiyang gritted his teeth. If the Mu group really wants to play big, my Lin family can be destroyed. Do you know that? Lin Tian? That's not necessary. We're the Lin family. Even if the Mu group is at its peak, how can it be compared to our Lin family? You trash? Lin Haiyang angrily pointed at Lin Tian. How did he give birth to such a trash? His eldest son was dead. If the Lin family fell into Lin Tian's hands in the future, wouldn't it be destroyed? The Mu group is at its peak. In the eyes of the people and even the country, its position is unshakable. If the Mu group wants to do something, our Lin group has no power to fight back. Moreover, according to the content of their press conference, if it comes true, becoming the world's richest person won't be a problem. Compared to the Lin family, our Lin family is nothing. Moreover, the Mu group has won the hearts of the people. No company dares to touch them. Do you understand? Lin Tian opened his mouth. Then what do we do now? At this time, another person ran over. Master, this is bad. What's wrong? Lin Haiyang was shocked. The Mu group's official Weibo posted an article. They said that our Lin group's 3-horse milk powder has been detected with melamine. What? Lin Haitao's eyes widened. It's over. Lin Haiyang was dumbfounded. Yes, they did use it to earn more money. However, they didn't expect the Mu group to catch them. This time, it's over. Master, it's not good. Our Lin group's market value is dropping crazily. It's the lowest record in history. Lin Haiyang's mind went blank and he staggered. Dad. Lin Tian hurriedly supported Lin Haiyang. How long had it been? How long has it been? The Lin group had already reached such a level. Hurry up and apologize to the Mu group. Hurry up. Now that it was too late to salvage the situation, they could only beg the Mu group for help. There was nothing else they could do, because it was the truth. On the other side, little Qingya, you're amazing. You even have such big news about Lin's group? Lin Xian was very satisfied and happily smoked a cigarette. I found out about it before, but I didn't dare to say it out loud. Now that I'm going to do it, I'll make it big. It's not easy to overthrow the Lin family with capital alone, but if I use the power of the masses, they won't be able to make a comeback. Although the Lin's group has a lot of properties, as long as there's a problem with any one of them, they'll lose everything. They can't make a comeback, said Mu Qingya. Wow, you're really something. Lin Xian leaned over and picked Mu Qingya up from the chair. Then Lin Xian sat on the chair and put her on his lap. Mu Qingya. She couldn't take it anymore. Hee, I can't help but want to hug you and give you a loving kiss. Mu Qingya struggled for a while. President Mu, there are a lot of reporters outside. Mu Qingya's assistant hurriedly ran in and saw this scene. I'm sorry. She blushed and hurried out. Mu Qingya. Get out of here. She gritted her teeth and pushed Lin Xian away. Hee. Then go and answer the reporter's questions. Lin Xian smirked. After Mu Qingya went out, Lin Xian called Qin Yijuan. Hello, Junjun. Speak human language. Qin Yijuan yawned. You're working on the case all night again? Lin Xian heard her yawn. Yes, I'm exhausted. Hey, can you teach me how to cultivate? This way, I won't be so tired. Qin Yijuan thought of something and asked. Didn't someone come to you to teach you how to cultivate? Lin Xian. Qin Yijuan. Huh? How do you know about this, you big hoodlum? If Lin Xian didn't mention it, she would have forgotten. I've met her. She's a great beauty, you. Huh? So what if she's a great beauty? Is she as beautiful as you? You have a glib tongue. People like you should be drowned in a pig cage. Bah. Tell me, what's the matter? Have you seen the news about the Lin family? Qin Yijuan replied. Now I want to destroy the Lin family. You see, Qin Yijuan yawned again and said, this isn't a big deal, but you have to have evidence before you can do it. If I had evidence, I would arrest 10 families in a day. The kidnapping of Feifei that you mentioned last time, unfortunately, there is no evidence that the Lin family did it. It's useless. Also, don't you already have the Lin family's weak point? Isn't that enough? Lin Xian. It's not enough. Even so, they can still live very well, just not as well as before. I want them to live a life worse than death. How did I provoke you? Or the incident last time? Don't talk nonsense. The delivery should be at your place by now. There's a video of Lin Tian killing people and burying them. I've already buried the people I killed last time. When the time comes, you can expose it and find the body there. Arrest Lin Tian, then publish it on the news. Big brother, is this fake? It's fake? Qin Yijuan was stunned. Lin Xian smiled and said, don't worry. Although it's fake, he won't be able to refute it. Lin Xian had the law of creation. Wasn't it easy to fake something? Even if Lin Xian didn't bury the body there, the video that Lin Xian created was there. There was indeed a body there. He couldn't do anything about it. Really? Although I know that Lin Tian must have killed people before, but if something happens to you, I won't let you off. Qin Yijuan said unhappily. If something happens, I'll take care of it. Okay, treat me to a meal. Lin Xian smiled and said, no problem. You can choose whatever you want. Oh, okay. Qin Yijuan then hung up. Lin Xian sneered. Kill him? Actually, there was no need. Lin Xian couldn't be bothered to kill him. Was this kind of person worth it? Who said that he had to kill his way over to destroy the Lin family? He wanted those people from the Lin family to know what despair was. F***CKU. How dare you provoke Lin Xian? Chapter 1540. Lin Tian was very uncomfortable now. At this moment, the Lin family was suffering a huge impact from public opinion. They had already bribed the Quality Supervision Bureau before, but now this was the public opinion of the whole society. They couldn't do anything because other people could casually take their milk powder back for testing, and it would be directly found out. They couldn't make the whole market lose their milk powder in an instant. Therefore, Lin Haiyang took Lin Tian to the Mu Group personally. They had to plead for mercy. Maybe they could make the Mu Group stop, but it was enough. If they didn't, the consequences would be even more serious. When you get there, do whatever I tell you to do. Lin Haiyang looked at Lin Tian and said, "Got it." Lin Tian secretly clenched his fists. On the other side, Mu Qingya mercilessly exposed some things about the Lin Group in front of the major reporters and media. "President Mu, I heard that the Lin Group was behind the economic crisis of the Mu Group. Is that true?" Mu Qingya said, "If you don't have evidence, I won't say anything. Different people have different opinions. It's fine as long as you understand." "President Mu, are you going to officially declare war on the Lin Group?" Mu Qingya said, "It's not a declaration of war. I just think that such a big company and such an old family are still heartless in order to make some money. Now that we know it, we must expose it. If they dare to do this directly for the sake of making money, who knows what they will do behind the scenes?" The thick smell of gunpowder made the reporters very agitated. "President Mu." Mu Qingya's assistant came over and whispered a few words in her ear. Mu Qingya nodded. "Everyone, see you at the next press conference. I still have some things to do, so I won't accompany you." After that, Mu Qingya walked away. F***ck. Mu Qingya. Lin Haiyang gritted his teeth in the waiting room. He and Lin Tian came here in disguise, and they even heard Mu Qingya's answer just now. He was really angry. The Mu Group used to be like a child that could be crushed to death with bare hands. But now, the Mu Group had become a towering tree. They didn't even put the Lin family in their eyes. "Father, should we?" Lin Tian made a throat-slitting gesture. "Don't cause trouble for me now." "Yes." Mu Qingya walked in with her assistant. "Chairman Mu." Lin Haiyang quickly stood up with a big smile on his face. In the past, Lin Tian could be arrogant in front of Mu Qingya and even threaten her. But now Lin Tian's father had to smile apologetically in front of Mu Qingya. This was the reality. "Xiao Yu, pour some tea." Xiao Yu poured tea for them, and Mu Qingya sat in the main seat. Lin Tian looked at Mu Qingya. F***ck. This woman was really elegant and beautiful. If it really didn't work, he would use extreme methods. "Chairman Mu, let me introduce myself. I am Lin Haiyang, the chairman of Lin's group." Mu Qingya took a sip of coffee and nodded. "I know. I've seen it on TV before." "Ha ha ha, Chairman Mu. I didn't expect that the branch of Lin's group in charge of 3-horse milk powder would do such a thing. It was purely his own idea. I didn't know until this matter was exposed. I didn't expect that he had embezzled all the money in these years. I've already dealt with it. I hope you can give an explanation." Lin Haiyang smiled and said. Mu Qingya's explanation was much better than theirs. They could only give a weak explanation. The people were not fools. "Boss Lin, if you're here for this matter, then please go back." "Boss Lin, you can send this kind of explanation. There's no need for me. Is there anything else? If not, please see them out." Mu Qingya said lightly. "Hey Chairman Mu, let's talk nicely. There's no grudge between us, right? What can't be solved? Here's 10 billion yuan. Please accept it." Mu Qingya looked at them coldly and said, "See them out." Lin Haiyang frowned suddenly. "Chairman Mu, don't go too far." Mu Qingya shook her head. "No need. See them out." "Chairman Mu, I know there's some misunderstanding between you and my son, so I brought him here this time. Kneel down." Lin Haiyang yelled at Lin Tian. "Dad." Slap. Lin Haiyang slapped him angrily. "Apologize to Chairman Mu," Lin Haiyang said angrily. Lin Tian gritted his teeth. "Hurry up." Then Lin Tian knelt down unwillingly. "President Mu, it was my fault before. Please forgive me, President Mu." Mu Qingya glanced at them and shook her head secretly. She was a soft-hearted person, but she also knew who could be soft-hearted and who couldn't. Mu Qingya didn't say anything and walked out. Crack, crack, crack. Lin Haiyang clenched his fists. "Dad, this woman doesn't know what's good for her. Doesn't she know what kind of family the Lin family is?" Lin Tian stood up and gritted his teeth. Lin Haiyang had no other choice. Let's go back. It seems that Mu Qingya has someone behind her. What? Mu Qingya knows what kind of family the Lin family is, but she's not afraid. She even chose to fall out with the Lin family. Her attitude is very resolute. If there's no one behind her, how dare she? Even if she's considering the safety of her family and her own life, she wouldn't dare. In addition, the sudden transformation of the Mu Group and the products it brought out one after another have already surpassed the level of normal science and technology on Earth. Only some of the effects of elixirs can achieve this. So, there should be someone behind her. I was wondering why the Mu Group suddenly changed so much. Then, Father, who do you think is behind the Mu Group? The two of them walked out of the Mu Group. Lin Haiyang said. I'm not sure because even the Lin family can't bring out the products they brought out. There are two possibilities. Either it's a bigger family, a more mysterious force, or even an existence like Kunlun Mountain. Or, someone just happened to know about it and then took a fancy to the Mu Group. He hid behind the Mu Group and used it to make a fortune. Then, because Mu Qingya didn't know the specific situation of the martial arts world, she mistakenly thought that the person was very powerful. But in fact he's very ordinary. What kind of possibility is that? Also, I think it might be Lin Xian. Who is Lin Xian? Lin Haiyang looked at his son. Chapter 1541. Lin Tian then told Lin Haiyang some things about Lin Xian. Lin Haiyang frowned. You mean that kid might be the one behind the Mu Group? Lin Tian nodded. I think so. I sent people to kill him before. But they were all killed by him, including a Xiantian realm cultivator. A Xiantian realm cultivator died, which means that his cultivation is at least at the Xiantian realm. He might even be at the law realm. There are only a few people who can reach the law realm in their 20s. He might not be at the law realm. He's probably at the Xiantian realm. I only sent a Xiantian realm cultivator. I even suspect that it might not be him, but the person behind him. Lin Tian said. Find a chance to do it tonight. Let's test Lin Xian first. Okay. Then Mu Qingya. If you can solve it, just take Mu Qingya away. You can do whatever you want. Anyway, it's already like this. You can take Mu Qingya away and use her to make a statement in the name of the Mu Group. That way, the Lin family can clear our name. Lin Haiyang said. He had no choice. If he didn't do this, the Lin family would be finished. That was the only way. Lin Tian's eyes lit up. Yes. On the other side. Darling, did the Lin family look for you? In Mu Qingya's office, Lin Xian hugged her and rested his chin on her shoulder. Yes. Mu Qingya really couldn't stand Lin Xian's behavior. But last night, it seemed that there was nothing she couldn't accept. Lin Xian guessed something. Don't go anywhere today. Ha. Mu Qingya looked at Lin Xian. The Lin family is probably going to make a move today. Mu Qingya frowned slightly. No way. Do they dare to do it? Why not? It would be strange if they didn't do anything. Are they going to wait for the Lin family to be destroyed? Mu Qingya pondered for a moment. But what can they do? Attacking us? Could it be that you want to kill us? But what can killing us change for them? Killing us won't change anything, but what if they can control us? Mu Qingya really didn't understand this kind of thing. Lin Xian, think about it. Right now, no matter what statement the Lin family makes, it will be useless. Even if they say that it was caused by the department head's corruption and then apologize, it won't have much effect. After all, no one is a fool. However, if they control you and force you to use the Mu Group's official Weibo account to make a statement, for example, saying that after an investigation, it was found to be a problem with that department. Coupled with the Mu Group's strong reputation now, it will be useful if they apologize and say that they were negligent and disappointed everyone. This is the only way. Mu Qingya's eyes lit up. That seems to be the case. What should we do? Lin Xian. Then let them come and let them fail. No problem, right? Lin Xian laughed. You don't trust your man? Mu Qingya rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. Then what should we do now? Do whatever you need to do. Tonight, we'll go into the woods. Mu Qingya? What's wrong with you? I'm not smart. Lin Xian glared at her. Mu Qingya. She seemed to understand something. Okay. The day passed just like that. For the Lin family, they were definitely going to make a move today. The time to make a move was definitely at night. At night, Mu Qingya got off work and Lin Xian drove her to the suburbs. Master, I don't know where Lin Xian is driving to with Mu Qingya, but they are already far away from the city. This is a good opportunity. Should we take action? The Lin family had already arranged for people to keep an eye on them. Make a move. Of course. Lin Tian said hurriedly. Huh? Far away from the city? What do you mean? Don't make a move. Lin Haiyang paced slowly. Dad, why don't we make a move? Lin Tian was puzzled. Lin Haiyang said. After this happened, we were just about to make a move, and they just happened to leave the city at this time. It's as if they're deliberately giving us a chance to make a move. It's not normal. Hearing Lin Haiyang's words, they realized something. It's a bit abnormal. Did they guess it? No way. Is there really someone so smart? But what's the point of guessing it? Lin Haiyang said. It's better to be careful. Let's wait and see what they're going to do. Yes. On the other side. Can you take your hand off me? Mu Qingya gritted her teeth. She really had to hand it to this pervert. I won't. There's a pretty girl in the passenger seat. If I don't put my hand on her leg, I might as well walk. What's the point of driving? Lin Xian grinned. Shameless. What's the point of being shameless? If I'm shameless, I have to wash my face. Mu Qingya. She found that she really couldn't talk to Lin Xian about certain things. She couldn't win against him at all. Damn pervert. How did she get involved with such a person? Won't you introduce your other girlfriends to me? Mu Qingya asked. To be honest, Lin Xian was quite surprised. This was Earth, and this was Mu Qingya. Lin Xian was already shocked that she could accept this, but she actually took the initiative to introduce herself to his other girlfriends. Ahem, Qingya, don't mess around. You don't dare? So you lied to me before? They don't know that you're cheating on them, right? Lin Xian. I didn't lie to you. I really didn't lie to you. It's just that I can't find any of them. I only found Wang Xintong. Mu Qingya frowned. What do you mean? Lin Xian sighed. Then he took his hand off her leg, lit a cigarette, and said, Many strange things have happened to me. No one will believe me if I tell you, not even you. That's why I never tell you, and I can't tell you. Are you sure you're not fooling me like I'm an ignorant girl? Lin Xian. I'm not. I swear. Mu Qingya looked at Lin Xian with her beautiful eyes. I believe you. Lin Xian looked at her. Don't worry. I'll tell you later, but it's too early now. Okay. Mu Qingya nodded. Hey, let me ask you something. If I have to leave one day, what will you do? Mu Qingya frowned. What do you mean? Nothing. Lin Xian shook his head. Do you want to dump me? Lin Xian. Sister, you're so beautiful. Do you think I'll dump you? Mu Qingya didn't say anything, but she had a feeling that Lin Xian was hiding a big secret. What on earth had he been through? Let's do it here. This grove is good. Lin Xian smiled. Chapter 1542. Mu Qingya was really convinced. Lin Xian said that he was going to take her to the woods. Of course she knew it. However, Lin Xian said that there was a reason. She could guess what it was. But why did she feel that there was something wrong with it? Simply put, Lin Xian might take advantage of this and take advantage of her. Would he? Mu Qingya didn't think he would. After all, what was going to happen here might be a big deal. He wouldn't be so careless, right? Yes, she thought so. Here. Mu Qingya took a look. Right now, the sky was especially dark, and the wind outside wasn't small. If a person came to a place like this, it would be a little scary. Yes, I think this place is good. Will there be snakes? Huh? Snakes. Then let's get in the car. Lin Xian smiled. Mu Qingya. Didn't you say we're here to act? Mu Qingya said. Yes, we're here to act. Let's start. As Lin Xian spoke, he placed his hand on it. Mu Qingya. You. Come on, kiss me. Mu Qingya. Bastard. Hey, it's acting. If we don't kiss, how can it be called acting? At most, we'll call them over. That's all, right? With that, Lin Xian smirked and kissed her. As they kissed, Mu Qingya put her arms around Lin Xian's neck in a certain dark place on a certain tree. There were a few people who saw this scene. They followed them quietly but didn't dare to do anything. They were worried that there might be an ambush. But now, hello master. On the other side, Lin Haiyang received a message. Humph. I thought this Lin Xian was really something. It turns out that I overestimated him. Lin Tian frowned. Dad, what's going on? Lin Haiyang said. At first, I thought that Lin Xian might have lured us there on purpose so that he could catch all of us in one fell swoop or find evidence. I thought he was very smart. But now, he just went with Mu Qingya to hunt in the wild. Lin Tian, fuck? Lin Tian was both envious and furious when he heard this. Mu Qingya was as cold as a white lotus on the surface, but it turned out that she was such a slut behind her back. Fuck. Then father, should we make a move? Attack, we'll definitely attack. Your second uncle is already waiting over there. Your second uncle is a 7-star Grand Dominion Realm expert. I don't believe that a 7-star Grand Dominion Realm expert would be enough to deal with them while they're in the dark. That Lin Xian can't possibly be at the Domain Realm, right? Lin Haiyang said. That's impossible. There's no one in this world. No, other than those two people, no one can reach the Domain Realm in their 20s. That's absolutely impossible. Lin Tian was certain. Well, when the time comes, we'll capture them and make a move. Our Lin family also needs them to clear our name. Wait for a while and make a move when it's about time. They might still be a little wary now. Yes. On the other side. You bastard. Mu Qingya bit Lin Xian's lips hard. Acting. Lin Xian laughed evilly. Acting is acting. Can't you be gentler? Mu Qingya felt wronged. How did he end up with such a shameless person? Sometimes he was even a little childish. She was in so much pain. Okay. I'll just kiss you. Not far away. They couldn't see anything. The car's glass was special. You couldn't see the situation inside the car from the outside, but from the inside, you could easily see what was happening outside. However, they could vaguely see two people kissing there. These young people really know how to enjoy life. They actually drove the car to such a place just for some fun. But they'll pay the price for this. A man's eyes narrowed. They're really bold. After provoking our Lin family, they actually came here to fight in the wild that night. I really admire them. Yeah, I really suspect that they're acting or something. But think about it, it's not very likely. And what they're doing now is reasonable. Don't think too much. Let's do it. Yes. Whoosh. There were no less than 10 figures in total. And they all sped towards the car in unison. They even came from all directions. Lin Xian kissed Mu Qingya, and then let go of her lips. They're here, Lin Xian said. Then what should we do? Keep kissing. Lin Xian said. Mu Qingya. Aren't we going to do it? Lin Xian said with a smile. We're not going to do it. Someone else is going to do it. 10 people stood around the car and surrounded it. Ha. The people inside don't seem to have noticed. How cowardly. Our Lin family was almost destroyed in the hands of these people. Let's just do it. Okay. However, at this moment Lin Xian opened the car door and walked out. Who are you? Lin Xian looked very surprised. Ha. They burst out laughing. We're here to kill you. They could kill Lin Xian, but they had to keep Mu Qingya alive. Kill me? The Lin family. Lin Xian's eyes narrowed. You're smart, but you're not smart enough. If you were smarter, you wouldn't have appeared here tonight. Ha. Lin Xian's lips curled slightly. Did you record it? Lin Xian said to Mu Qingya, who came out of the other car door. Yes, I did. What? Hearing this, those people suddenly frowned. Then everyone, you can do it now. Lin Xian shouted. Whoosh. At this moment, a few figures silently appeared behind these Lin family members. What? Seeing this scene, those Lin family members showed a shocked expression. They subconsciously felt that something bad was going to happen. They were fooled. Lin family, how dare you? A voice came. It seems that the Lin family really needs to be completely reorganized. Take them down. When the Lin family members saw that person, their pupils suddenly shrank. Extinction Dragon Gang. The Extinction Dragon Gang is a national force. On the surface, they have national police and police. However, there are definitely forces that can deal with martial artists. The Extinction Dragon Gang is one of them. That's right. Lin Xian invited people from this country to do it. With the country's interference, coupled with the fact that they were caught red-handed and had evidence, the Lin family was finished. Chapter 1543. Those from the Lin family were feeling very uncomfortable. At first, they thought that it might be a trap. Later, they felt that it was impossible until the reality in front of them gave them a heavy blow. The Extinction Dragon Gang was a national force. It was also an organization that supervised the major families and forces. For martial artists, they might be able to secretly kill people and do things, but these things were strictly forbidden. However, it would be very difficult to control these martial artists just by looking at them. After all, they weren't on the same level as them. Therefore, organizations such as the Extinction Dragon Gang were born. They mainly dealt with the illegal activities of some martial artists. It was similar to the Sky Blue Planet's court of law. Do you think the country would want a tumor like the Lin family? Of course not. This was an existence that would prevent progress. Why would they want such a thing to exist? However, there might be some things that they would still turn a blind eye to. After all, there was no other way. However, what if they didn't want to turn a blind eye? Or rather, someone else was pressuring them? That's right. Lin Xian was pressuring them. Now, the country was of course paying attention to the Mu group. Say, if Lin Xian looked for them, would they not care? Would they want to protect a tumor, or keep the Mu group alive? Then their choice was naturally very clear. They would definitely choose the Mu group. What was the Lin family worth? The Lin family was only able to provide a few warriors, but did they lack that many warriors? Not at all. Therefore, they made a move. Lin family, we have heard what you said just now. Then don't struggle and come with us. An old man said lightly. Their eyes narrowed. Run. Their subconscious reaction was to run. Whoosh humph. Want to run? Shadow cage. Schwa, more than a dozen shadow cages appeared and sealed them there. Whoosh whoosh. A few more people rushed over and directly knocked them out. Their cultivation levels were overwhelming. Lin Xian was secretly speechless. Powerful. Mr. Lin. An old man walked in front of Lin Xian. Thank you, everyone. Lin Xian clasped his fist. We have to thank Mr. Lin. Mr. Lin, Miss Mu, don't worry. Leave this matter to us. Also, we will send people to protect you before this matter is resolved. Lin Xian. If you want to protect your family, then protect them. We don't need it. Also, I can give you something for the Lin family. What is it? Evidence of the Lin family's Lin Tian killing. Although this evidence was forged by Lin Xian, it was something created by the law of creation, so there was no evidence to prove that it was fake. Yes, with this thing, we can directly convict him. I can also show you evidence that the head of the Lin family, Lin Haiyang, killed someone. Do you want it? Lin Xian asked. Of course. Lin Xian could also be said to have been casually created. Then you two can go back first. We'll bring these people back first. At the same time, we'll investigate more evidence of the Lin family. We can wipe out the Lin family in a few days. The old man said. Thanks a lot. Also, I want to expose the evidence of their murder on the internet. Is that okay? They frowned deeply. This will cause unnecessary panic, won't it? Don't worry, there won't be any bloody scenes. Even if there is, it will be censored. I know. I just want the whole world to know what kind of people these people are. The old man pondered for a moment and nodded. If that's the case, it's not impossible. It will cause a lot of public opinion in a short period of time. At the same time, we will have a reason to thoroughly investigate the Lin family and block them. Lin Xian nodded. Then they left. Where did you get the evidence? Mu Qingya asked. If I want it, I can have it. Help me by a trending topic. Lin Xian. That's easy. Lin Xian nodded and then called Qin Yijuan. Brother, are you serious? It's not good to spread this kind of thing, right? It's nothing. I've already talked to those people. Don't worry. Okay. Qin Yijuan shrugged helplessly. On the other side, Lin Tian and Lin Haiying even opened a bottle of red wine. They were in a good mood. However, the bottle of wine was almost finished, and they still hadn't received any news. Strange, why didn't they send the news? Lin Haiying frowned. Yeah, more than half an hour has passed. Lin Tian was also puzzled. Let me contact them. Lin Haiying then contacted them. Hello, is it done? The other side was silent for a while. Is it the head of the Lin family? Lin Haiying was speechless. Click, he hung up the phone. Dad, what's going on? Not good, someone else answered the phone. Something might have happened to them. F***ck. This Lin Xian is really something. Lin Haiying gritted his teeth. What? What should we do? Lin Tian was also shocked. Now we don't know who that person is. It might be the person behind Lin Xian, or Mu Qingya. This isn't good. The best situation now is that the Lin family is gone. Maybe something worse will happen. What worse situation can there be? What else can there be? Lin Tian was shocked. Then we'll go to jail and die. Lin Haiying's eyes narrowed. Lin Tian's pupils suddenly shrank. Dad. Don't be anxious. First, get all the cash that can be withdrawn from the Lin family. We can't do anything. Since we've failed, it means that we can't do anything. The Lin family is finished. Now withdraw all the money. Yes. Without money they couldn't do anything. They needed money. Now they couldn't say how good things would be. What they could do was to prevent things from getting worse. Dad, are we going to run away? Lin Tian asked. Don't be anxious. It will take some time to withdraw the cash. I think it won't be a problem in the short term. Let's get all the money first, Lin Haiying said. In fact, he was very nervous. The next morning, Master, this is bad. Something happened. Lin Haiying didn't sleep the whole night. What happened now? On the internet. I don't know who exposed the video of young master killing and burying a corpse. It's been exposed at that place. It's causing a huge uproar on the internet. What? Lin Tian stood up. I've never F***king buried a corpse before. He grabbed the phone and looked at it in confusion. F***ck. Where is this? I've never been to this place. Moreover, what's with the angle of the video? This isn't a candid shot. Who would F***king kill someone with a follower beside them? If this isn't a retard, then what is? Dad, it's really not me. Then it's a composite video. Don't worry. Unfortunately, they couldn't verify that it was a composite video. Chapter 1544. Soon news that made Lin Haiying despair came. The video wasn't edited. Lin Tian was dumbfounded. This? He really didn't do it. Lin Haiying angrily gave Lin Tian a slap. Trash. You're really trash. The Lin family has been destroyed in your hands. Dad, it really wasn't me. Even if the video wasn't edited, the person in the video isn't me. Someone framed me. Lin Tian wanted to cry. It's exactly the same person. Even if it wasn't you, even if that person was wearing a Renpi mask, it's already impossible to explain. Do you have an alibi that day? Lin Tian frowned. I can't remember. If you can't remember, you can find someone to testify. Perhaps there's still a chance. At this moment, several people ran in. Family head, not good. What happened? Family head, look at your phone. Lin Haiying then took out his phone. What the F***k? The explosive news on his phone made him dumbfounded. Lin family had Lin Haiying killed and buried the body. Lin Haiying then gritted his teeth. Fake news, it's all fake news. This is framing. It's a blatant framing. Lin Haiying angrily cursed. Dad, it's the same for me. Damn it. Someone must have used a Renpi mask to impersonate us. Lin Haiying gritted his teeth. Dad, then what should we do now? Lin Tian said. To clarify, we need an alibi. But even if we take out an alibi, not many people will believe it. But at least it will allow us to live in peace. At most, the Lin family will be gone. He was helpless. Originally, he wanted to abandon the rook to save the king. Now he only wanted to live in peace. Family het, not good. Another person ran in. Pat. The teacup in Lin Haiyang's hand directly fell to the ground. K your mother. What happened? The people from the Extinction Dragon Gang are here. What? Lin Haiyang opened his eyes wide. Why did the Extinction Dragon Gang come so quickly? Originally, he wanted to take the money and leave quickly. Now the people from the Extinction Dragon Society came? Why are they here so soon after the video was uploaded? Or perhaps they had already prepared for this. Damn it. Damn it. Master Lin, how have you been? A few people walked in. Guild leader Long, what brings you here personally? Lin Haiyang smiled obsequiously. What wind? The man's eyes narrowed. How dare the Lin family do such things in public? It's not the first time they've violated the rules. Everyone come with us. President Long, is there some kind of misunderstanding? I've seen the video too. It's definitely fake. Are you saying that it was forged? The video isn't fake, but the content inside is fake. The people inside really aren't me and my son. Lin Haiyang said. I didn't come here for this matter. Bring him here. Then the two of them pushed one person over. Seeing him, Lin Haiyang's eyes suddenly shrank. Who is this? Master Lin, you must know him. He's your third brother. Lin Haiyang clenched his fist. The assassination of Lin Xian failed. They lost contact with him. But he really didn't expect that they would be captured by the Extinction Dragon Society. F***CK. President Long, what's going on here? Last night, someone tried to assassinate someone. One of them was the chairman of the Mu Group. The plot is extremely bad. And the one who did this is your Lin family. Master Lin, do you dare to admit this matter? Lin Haiyang quickly said. It's not me. It's really not me. Lin Haiyang quickly blinked his eyes at the three of them. The man said, it's my fourth brother's order. Lin Haiyang's mind instantly went blank. There's no other way. Lin Yi really has no other way. If he wants to live, he can only tell the truth. If he tells the truth, he can live. He still needs to keep his life. No one wants to die. Take him away. On the other side, you bastard. Mu Qingya bit Lin Xian's shoulder. She bit him so hard that blood could be seen. Ouch! The first ray of sunlight in the morning was accompanied by Lin Xian's scream. Little Qingya, why are you so cruel? Lin Xian was about to cry. Get lost. I'm annoyed just by looking at you. Mu Qingya kicked Lin Xian. And then went to wash up. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. What happened? It's nothing. After those people were captured last night, Lin Xian took the opportunity to take his dear little Qingya with him. This caused Mu Qingya to be full of resentment towards Lin Xian ever since. Lin Xian wiped his saliva. In fact, he was quite happy. After a minute, Lin Xian received a message. Little Qingya, the Lin family is gone. Most of the Lin family members have been captured. They are either fine, captured, or escaped. Those who escaped are not important. Lin Tian, Lin Hai, and the others will be executed in a few days. Lin Xian said to Mu Qingya. It has nothing to do with me. Mu Qingya's voice came. Of course it does. Prepare to buy the Lin family's assets. This should be the cheapest time, and we will be the fastest. Well, call Zhang Yang and ask him to do it. Okay. Bing. Congratulations on completing the quest. The system prompt sounded in Lin Xian's mind. Lin Xian let out a long sigh of relief. Now most of the quests were completed. It was a good sign. Let's start a new quest. Lin Xian said in his mind. Ding. Congratulations on starting a new quest, get a girl. Quest content. Please get a girl at will. System points will be awarded according to the quality of the girl. The minimum is 1 million and the maximum is 20 million. Lin Xian. Can I go to you? If it were not for the fact that the Prince Charming system had not been activated on Earth, Lin Xian would have suspected that this quest was triggered by the system. How could it trigger such a quest? F***CK. If little Ying and the others triggered the quest to get a rich guy, wouldn't it explode? Impossible, impossible. How could it trigger such a quest? Lin Xian thought for a while. Let's start another quest. Ding. Congratulations on starting a new quest. First place in the martial arts assembly. Please get first place in the martial arts assembly. Quest reward. 50 million system points. Lin Xian. That's a normal mission. Lin Xian thought for a while. The martial arts assembly was the one that Lu Qingzhu had mentioned to him before. She was this year's Wulin Alliance leader, but the next one was about to be held. She could still participate as long as she was not over 25 years old. The title of Wulin Alliance leader was useful. She could get a lot of resources from the country, including some privileges. It was not a big privilege, but mainly a status. It could bring a certain status to the family and attract a lot of attention. Chapter 1545. Lin Xian pondered for a moment. Martial arts convention. Xianyuan Qingtian probably didn't participate, right? Otherwise, Qingzhu wouldn't have gotten first place, right? That might not be the case. Xianyuan Qingtian is also a good for nothing, and Qingzhu is not bad either. Lu Qingzhu was definitely not bad. On Earth, she was in her 20s and had reached the law realm. Looking at the others, Lin Tian, he didn't even have Xianyuan Qingtian. Lu Qingzhu was the representative of Earth's geniuses. Moreover, her family was also one of the 4 major families, not much worse than the Xianyuan family. I guess I'll be able to see some people at that time. I should be able to come into contact with that circle during this martial arts convention. Lin Xian pondered for a moment. The other mission was to pick up girls. It didn't mention who to pick up, but the higher the quality, the more system points he would get. The system points added together were related to whether he could go back or not. So Qin Yijuan or Lu Qingzhu. These 2 girls should be about the same. The one who was easy to pick up. Well, they weren't easy to deal with. Qin Yijuan had a bad temper and had saved her grandfather. Lu Qingzhu's words were cold. She was a lady from a respectable family and had saved her life. It seemed that the 2 of them were about the same. Damn. Lin Xian was helpless. The more he didn't want to be merciful here, the more this damn system triggered these missions for him. He was helpless. 2, I'll choose one. I really can't take it anymore. I really don't want to be like this anymore. Lin Xian sighed. Who should he choose? He felt that it was fine. Let the heavens decide. Whoever wants to chat with me, well, whichever girl takes the initiative to chat with me first, I'll pick her up. Lin Xian pondered. Pick what? Mu Qingya walked out. Make tea. I haven't had tea for a long time. Help me make a pot of tea. Oh. Mu Qingya then walked out. Lin Xian took a deep breath. Scary. Shua. Lin Xian stretched out his hand and a sword appeared in his palm. This was the sword he got from Tao Tai's place. Lin Xian was quite surprised. The grade of this sword was definitely not low. It was not inferior to the sacred sword in his hand. Why does this sword feel a little familiar? Lin Xian muttered to himself as he looked at the sword that seemed to be sealed in dust. I don't know what sword it is. Let's ask someone who knows. The appearance of this sword was quite different from before. Previously, it was rusty, but now it was different. He gave off the feeling of a king. At this moment, Lin Xian's phone rang. He only had a few good friends, and the one looking for him was Lu Qingzhu. Ha, you took the initiative to obtain this old man's body. Lin Xian smirked and looked at the message. Lu Qingzhu directly asked, do you want to participate in the martial arts convention? Lin Xian then called her on WeChat. Hey. Lin Xian laughed and said, I'm guessing that you must have hesitated for a long time before sending me this message. You typed it in the chat box several times and then deleted it several times. You were hesitating whether or not to contact me, right? Lu Qingzhu. When you sent me the message, were you thinking about what if I didn't wake up in the morning and disturb my rest? Is that right? Lu Qingzhu. No. Lu Qingzhu said faintly. Big brother, I just sent you a message to ask. Why are you so dramatic? Lu Qingzhu was helpless. You liar. Hypocritical woman, bah. Lu Qingzhu. Are you going to participate? If you want to participate, you need to sign up in advance. There's still a week. I can help you sign up, Lu Qingzhu said. Sure, help me sign up. By the way, may I ask who will be participating? Mi Wudong Sect, Kunlun Mountain, Shaolin Temple, Amei Mountain, the major families, rogue cultivators, and so on. There will be no less than a few hundred people, Lu Qingzhu said. All 4 major families will be participating? Yes. Only the most powerful people will be participating? Lin Xian asked. Not necessarily. I'm participating because the Lu family is one of the 4 major families. They don't have a strong foundation like the other families. They need to consolidate their foundation. They don't care too much about other things. It's just a way to train some people, Lu Qingzhu said. Hearing this, Lin Xian pondered for a moment. It seemed that he might not be able to meet them. By the way, did you find anything about the favor I asked you to help me with last time? Lin Xian asked. Lin Xian asked Lu Qingzhu to see if she could help him find information about Dongfang Shui last time. I went to the Dongfang family as a guest under a certain excuse. Lin Xian's eyes lit up. And then? I didn't see Dongfang Shui, only other people. I asked Dongfang Shui's parents about Dongfang Shui, but they changed the topic. I asked the maids of the Dongfang family, but they didn't know. I asked some of the daughters and young masters of the Dongfang family. They are the sons and daughters of Uncle Dongfang's brothers, but they didn't know either. It's quite strange. Lu Qingzhu said. Lin Xian. Lin Xian's brows furrowed tightly. What the hell was going on? How could this be? It was understandable that the maids didn't know about Dongfang Shui, but how could the sons and daughters of Dongfang Shui's father's brothers and sisters not know about Dongfang Shui? Even though Dongfang Shui's father only had her as a daughter, the rest of his family were all very close cousins. How strange. It really is strange. Dongfang Shui seems to have disappeared into thin air. There hasn't been any news about her for 3 years, and the others either don't know or refuse to talk about her. Could it be that something happened to her? No, she's the daughter of the Dongfang family. Nothing can happen to her. Lin Xian muttered in his heart. What's your relationship with Dongfang Shui? Lin Xian. Damn, take a guess. Have you investigated the Xianyuan family? I have, but it's nothing. I've also asked my parents, but they don't know either. It seems like 3 years ago, the Xianyuan family got engaged to the Dongfang family. Could it be that something happened because of that? Lin Xian knew about this, so when Lin Xian eloped with Dongfang Shui, they were caught and thrown off a cliff. After that, it was a complete blank. Lin Xian wanted to go to the Dongfang family, but what was the most awkward thing? Lin Xian couldn't go. He didn't have the power, so he couldn't go. He would be destroyed. If the Dongfang family didn't die, others would kill him. In fact, even Lin Xian couldn't go there. If he went, he wouldn't even be able to pass through the gate. He could force his way in, but there were powerful enchantments and even illusions around the residents of such a top-tier family. His power was still a problem. We'll talk about it later. Oh right, let's start a video call. Lu Qingzhu faltered slightly. Look at you. No way. Lu Qingzhu replied. Hey, hurry up, look at you. Lin Xian then switched to video mode. Lu Qingzhu had no choice but to open the video. It was pitch black, so she put her phone away. Oh right, take a look at this sword. Can you find out what kind of sword it is? Lin Xian placed the sword on the screen. The second primordial divine weapon, the Xianyuan sword. Lin Xian. Chapter 1546. Lin Xian froze for a moment when he heard Lu Qingzhu's words. Xianyuan sword? It can't be right. Are you sure? Lin Xian asked. I'm sure, but is this a model or? Lu Qingzhu asked with uncertainty. Lin Xian. Wow, she still doesn't believe me. Of course it's real. Lin Xian said. The Xianyuan sword has never appeared since ancient times. Where did you get it? Lu Qingzhu asked. It was strange. If it was someone else, Lu Qingzhu might not believe him, but Lin Xian's words, even if it was an exaggeration, she believed it. It's from Tao Tai. Lu Qingzhu frowned. Is it the sword that was there at that time? Lin Xian nodded. I didn't expect that everyone would miss the opportunity to get the Xianyuan sword, so you went there for it, right? Lu Qingzhu asked. Big sister, You look so smart, but why are you so stupid sometimes? Ha! Lu Qingzhu tilted her head. If I knew the Xianyuan sword and went there for it, would I still ask you now? Lu Qingzhu. That's true. How powerful is the Xianyuan sword? Lin Xian asked. I don't know, but the 10 ancient artifacts all have extraordinary power. The Kongtong Seal's immortality, the Devil Refining Pot's strange space, the Fushi Zither's control of the mind, and so on. These are all proven. But some of the power, such as the Pango Axe's ability to travel through the void, are unknown. As for the Xianyuan sword, it naturally has powerful and sharp power. Lu Qingzhu said. Not bad. Lu Qingzhu. This is the second of the 10 ancient artifacts, and it's just not bad? In Lin Xian's opinion, the immortality of the Kongtong Seal is the most powerful. Do you want it? Lin Xian asked. Lu Qingzhu. No. Allah. Why not? No need, and I don't want to be the target of public criticism. Lu Qingzhu said. This girl was quite interesting. He had no ambition. How about this? I'll give you the Xianyuan sword, and then you'll be my girlfriend, okay? Lin Xian joked with a smile. Lu Qingzhu. Then I became your girlfriend, so the Xianyuan sword is still yours, right? Lu Qingzhu couldn't help but roll her eyes at Lin Xian. Needless to say, he was really pretty. Cough, cough, cough. The location of the World Conference is at Kunlun Mountain. Are you going by yourself or? Of course I'm going with you. Let's go to Kunlun Mountain to play, travel, and eat delicious food. My favorite thing is to travel with my girlfriend. I'm hanging up. Lu Qingzhu then turned off the video. Scumbag. He already had a girlfriend, yet he still wanted to provoke her? What a scumbag. Damn. Lin Xian sighed. It was difficult. Lu Qingzhu was too serious, and she knew that he had a girlfriend. It was not easy to woo her. Mu Qingya brought a cup of tea for Lin Xian, glanced at Lin Xian, and then walked down. Lin Xian smiled. Little Qingya was really becoming more and more obedient. Then Lin Xian took a sip. Puffed. Outside, Mu Qingya heard the sound of Lin Xian spitting water, and smiled with satisfaction. At that time, she heard Lin Xian say that he wanted to woo someone. Why did he tell her to make tea? The tea was indeed made, but she grabbed a handful of salt. Lin Xian wiped the corners of his mouth. F***ck. Then he shook his head helplessly. Just as Lin Xian was about to get out of bed, his phone rang again. This time it was Wang Xintong. Hello, little Xintong. Lin Xian smirked. Lin Xian, I saw Ling Ying. Hearing Wang Xintong's words, Lin Xian's eyes suddenly lit up. Where are you? At the company. I was completing a task and then I saw Ling Ying. Have you met her? Not yet. Ling Ying is at the training camp. I guess she's also here to complete a task. Do you want to come and see? Of course. After that, Lin Xian hurried to Wang Xintong's company without eating. After all, Lin Xian had invested 10 billion yuan in Wang Xintong's company before. He asked them to package Wang Xintong, so their company was naturally willing to do so. Although they didn't know that Lin Xian was the investor, they thought it was Lin Xian. But now Lin Xian came to their company as an investor. Of course they were willing to do so. No matter what he wanted to do, their company was to make money. If he could help them make money, they would be happy. Ha ha ha, Mr. Lin, I don't know why you're here. Oh, I asked Chairman Mu to invest 10 billion yuan. This time, I'm here to take a look. If I see something good, I'll invest some myself. Lin Xian said lightly. The woman was secretly shocked when she heard Lin Xian's words. The money that Chairman Mu invested was his idea? Okay, then I'll show Mr. Lin around. Mr. Lin wants to see Xintong, right? I'll call her over. In her opinion, this big boss must have taken a fancy to that beautiful girl, Wang Xintong. He didn't hesitate to invest 10 billion yuan to make her fulfill his wish. This kind of big boss was simply terrifying. Okay. Soon, Wang Xintong came over. Lin Xian nodded. Well, is it okay for me and Xintong to walk around your company? No problem. Then I won't disturb you. After that, Lin Xian and Wang Xintong walked together. Hey, where is Xiaoying? Lin Xian asked. In the training camp over there. Wang Xintong pointed in a direction. Let's go. They walked over there. This training camp was the place where a talent show was filmed. The show hadn't officially started yet, but the show had already been broadcasted. The content that was being broadcasted now was some of the daily training content of some of the girls. It was quite interesting. After 2 sessions of training, there might be a competition to determine the top 3. This Xiao Yingying must have come here to complete a mission. Lin Xian said. Yeah, I wonder how many missions Sister Lingying has completed. What about you? Me. The previous small missions were almost done. This is a big mission. I'm completing other missions while completing others. After this, I should be almost done. Wang Xintong said. Lin Xian nodded. Let's look for someone. Lin Xian said to the staff. Who are you looking for? Lingying. Your chairman Lu asked me to come here. Lin Xian said. Wait a moment. This training camp is off limits. I'll ask her to come out. Thank you. Let her go to that cafe. We're friends with her, so we came to visit her. He nodded. After about 10 minutes, Lin Xian saw a familiar figure walking over. Hey, who's looking for me? Lingying walked into the coffee shop and called out to her. Lin Xian. F***CK. Who was it that had offended this great aunt? Lingying over here. Wang Xintong waved at Lingying. Lingying looked over. His gaze and expression changed in an instant. Xintong. Lingying ran over. Damn. You're here too. Lingying was stunned for a moment when he saw Lin Xian, but his eyes were filled with surprise. Chapter 1547. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. I say, little Yingying, why do you look so surprised? Tell me, did you do something stupid? Lingying. I'll chop your grandma. Lingying couldn't help but roll his eyes. Then, he sat beside Wang Xintong, looking at Lin Xian and Wang Xintong. I didn't expect to meet you. I thought that we would only see such a big world before we leave. Lingying said happily. Well, I'm here to find you. Lin Xian smiled. Hey, what mission did you trigger? Why are you all here? Lingying asked. Wang Xintong said. The mission I triggered is relatively simple. I have to do everything I can to earn 1,000 yuan a day, and then I have a day to make 10 friends, and Lin Xian. Lin Xian only knew that Wang Xintong triggered this fan mission. He didn't ask about the previous mission, but now that he heard it, he was dumbfounded. Earn 1,000 yuan a day, make 10 friends a day. This counted as knowing her? No way? Then what kind of missions did he have? Kill Tao Tai, get first place in the Wuling Convention. Earn 100 billion. This? That's the only one that's more difficult. What about you, Lingying? Lingying said. More or less. I was appointed to be an employee of a company. The people in that company are simply not human. They are all scheming and deceiving each other. That mission was quite difficult. I just completed it and was promoted in that kind of environment. I also completed several other small missions along the way, such as making me perform at the company's evening party, and encountering a celebrity's outdoor charity performance on the way, asking me to go up and sing with him. As soon as I completed that, I came here to complete a new mission. Lin Xian. Participating in the company's evening party performance, encountering a celebrity's charity performance on the way, singing with him. This was also a mission? No. This? Then Lingying, what is your mission? F***CK, don't mention it. You guys know that I hate things like singing and dancing the most. This program is a training program for female artists. They want you to learn how to sing and dance. Then, whoever learns better and performs better during the competition will advance to the next round. Look at my boobs, they are swollen. Lingying put his legs on the table. Get lost. Lingying put the geo down. Lin Xian then asked, how many system points can you get from a single quest? Millions or tens of millions. Lin Xian. The F***CK? The missions that he worked so hard for were only worth a few million or tens of millions. How could these two girls add a few million or tens of millions? What the F***CK? You? What mission did you trigger? Lingying asked. Kill Tao Tai, get first place in the martial arts conference, and so on. The two girls. F***CK. Why is yours so difficult? I want to know too. Oh right, Lin Xian. Is this world an illusion? I heard your song here. Is it an illusion of our world? Ling Ying asked. Lin Xian felt awkward. He couldn't possibly say that he had transmigrated from this world, right? I don't know either. Do you think I'm a god? Lin Xian. That's true. By the way, has your realm recovered? Lin Xian. I'm in the law realm. That's right. Just this morning, Lin Xian had reached the law realm. It was very simple. Because there were exchanges in the system, there were exchanges that could increase one's realm here. Lin Xian had exchanged for this and reached the law realm. Now he was at the one-star law realm. Wow. So fast. I only have a mystic body. Ling Ying exclaimed. I don't have a mystic body yet. I don't think there's a need for me to recover my realm in this world. It'll be fine as long as I have some ability to protect myself. Wang Xintong stuck out her tongue. Ling Ying said, I've been trying to understand this world for the past few days. It's very similar to ours. Other than a slightly different worldview, everything else is similar, so it's quite easy to get used to. It's just that I really didn't expect it. I thought that the God's Awakening door would be a world where monsters would riot, and we would have to survive there, but I didn't expect it to be such a world. This is quite good. I think these missions are quite interesting. Look, little Xintong is usually shy and lacks confidence. She doesn't know how to get along with others, so she triggered the mission to make 10 friends a day and earn 1,000 yuan a day. I think this earning money is also a process of getting along with others. After all, it's a normal job. Without a diploma or anything, how can one earn 1,000 yuan a day? They can only do it through some other methods. For example, little Ying, you usually cause trouble. I can cause trouble? Cough, cough, cough. Lin Xian coughed dryly and said, That's why I want you to experience the vicious beating of society. I want you to learn how to sing and dance and become more gentle and quiet. I don't think this is a random mission. They pondered for a moment. That makes sense. What about you? I don't think it's a big deal. I really think that the missions I triggered are quite complicated. Sai, forget it. Little Ying, this should be your ultimate mission, right? Ling Ying said. It should be. This show will be recorded for 2 months. Unless I don't complete it and trigger a new ultimate mission, some other missions will be triggered midway. I think it should be the ultimate mission that requires me to get first place. Are you confident? Ling Ying said. Not really. No matter what, the others all have some foundation. But your looks are right there. Big bro, this isn't a talent show based on looks. Lin Xian said. I just want to ask one thing. Will there be something like popularity points for each round of PK? Audience voting or something? Yes. Then you're not confident. Ling Ying scratched his head. That's true. If it really doesn't work out, I'll throw in money and let you get first place. Ling Ying. That works. Of course. Your mission is to get first place. It's not like you're required to get first place in any way. Why can't you do it? Lin Xian was used to the system and liked to be stubborn with it. Forget it. I'll work hard. I can even do such a difficult cultivation. What's the big deal about this? I want to rely on my own hard work. Ling Ying said. Lin Xian nodded. All right, then I'll have to work hard too. I'll be going to Kunlun Mountain to participate in the martial arts conference in 2 days. Damn, all of your missions are so easy. Oh right, little Ying, take a leave of absence tonight. Why? What do you think? Lin Xian raised an eyebrow at her. Ling Ying. Needless to say, she really wanted to. Then I'll give it a try. Wang Xintong. These two damn really. She just didn't know why Lin Xian didn't touch her. Chapter 1548. Lin Xian chatted with them, and then happily took Ling Ying out shopping. He was going to take Wang Xintong, the 3 of them together, but Wang Xintong still had to film tonight, so Lin Xian could only take Ling Ying alone. Hey, how many girls did you pick up here? Ling Ying held Lin Xian's arm and rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. No, how could I pick up girls? What kind of person do you think I am? Haha. Ling Ying laughed. Lin Xian. Sister, don't laugh like that. Tell me how many. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. Well, how have you been recently? Not bad, Lin Xian, you know how to change the topic. Looks like there are quite a few. Linging looked at Lin Xian teasingly. Sister, don't mess around. I'm not messing around. Do you know what kind of world this is? You also know that you have to go back. You provoked this little sister here. If you leave now, wouldn't you be abandoning her? Wouldn't you be a scumbag? Didn't you think about this? Linging asked. Lin Xian couldn't possibly tell her that he had come from this world either. I'll come back. Come on, we've crossed worlds, right? But is this a real world or not? Linging asked. It must be, Lin Xian said. But I keep feeling that this is a virtual world of ours. Because your song is here, and we can't really cross worlds, right? This seems a little too inconceivable. Anyway, this world is a real world, Lin Xian said. Linging looked at Lin Xian again. Why was he so certain? So, what about the girls you've provoked here? I'll be back. Linging rubbed his forehead. Fine. You think you can come here from the God's awakening door, right? Lin Xian nodded. Then you have to control the temple. No, that's not right. Can you control the Radiance Association behind the temple? By controlling them, you will be able to enter the God's awakening door at will, and come here again. However, it's unknown if things will be the same after coming here. You will still be able to obtain this system and have a chance to return. Furthermore, after you leave this place, you will be at the Great Void Realm. Although you have reached a very high star level in the Great Void Realm, do you think you will be able to reach the star level of the Heavenly Tao Realm in less than a year or two, no matter how hard you work or how many fortuitous encounters you have? Even if you do, can a one-star Heavenly Tao Realm warrior compete with the Radiant Association? How long do you need? 5 years? 10 years? Linging felt that Lin Xian was behaving like a child again. He thought that everything was too simple. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I'm fine. I'm just worried for the girls here. Besides, based on my understanding of this place, monogamy is very, very deeply rooted. Don't tell me you want to be a scumbag. Lin Xian held his forehead. Don't worry. How is that possible? Don't you know what kind of person I am? I just know you. You are a bad person. Lin Xian. You are getting bolder. Lin Xian glared at her. Are you talking about me? Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose and immediately cowered. But let's be honest. Many of the delicacies here are very delicious, said Linging. Then you still don't know what's truly delicious. TCH, you make it sound like you know. We all came on the same day. Linging rolled his eyes. Ahem. Lin Xian coughed dryly and didn't explain anything. Hey, I want to drink that milk tea. Okay, I'll buy it. Then Linging took Lin Xian's arm and the two of them walked over. I say, dear elder sister, did you take the wrong medicine today? You actually want to go out shopping. Mu Feifei and Mu Qingya sat in the milk tea shop, waiting for their milk tea to arrive and chatting. Now that the company is basically stable, I'm giving myself a little vacation. I'll get off work at 6 o'clock and go shopping. Then why are you looking for brother-in-law? Why are you looking for me? By the way, where is brother-in-law? Mu Feifei asked. I don't know. He went out for something. Mu Qingya said. Maybe he went out to pick up girls? Mu Feifei muttered. No way. Oh, by the way, sister, if brother-in-law betrays you, what will you do? Will you break up with him? Mu Feifei blinked and asked. Mu Qingya frowned slightly. No way. Huh? No way. You won't break up with brother-in-law, even if he betrays you? Mu Feifei pouted. Then when would she be able to marry him? It wasn't that she couldn't wait for them to break up. How could that be possible? She wasn't malicious. It was just that girls were always a little selfish. Actually, she was thinking that it would be best if she could tell her sister everything, but she didn't dare to. How could she say that? If they broke up and she was still with brother-in-law, it would seem very cheap. And her sister couldn't stand it. It was so difficult. And Mu Feifei was really shocked. What kind of person was her sister? She wouldn't break up with brother-in-law, even if he betrayed her? What? Mu Qingya nodded. I think so. Why? Sister, Do you like brother-in-law that much? Mu Feifei asked in confusion. On one hand, I like him. On the other hand, forget it. Mu Qingya shook her head. Do you think brother-in-law has helped you so much that you're willing to suffer this grievance? Mu Qingya shook her head. I'm ready. Oh, so you also know brother-in-law is a pervert. All men are perverted, and I can accept it as long as it's not too much, Mu Qingya said. It's really surprising to hear you say that. Mu Feifei muttered. It's nothing to be surprised about. It doesn't matter. As long as he treats you well, it's not that important. Mu Feifei blinked. Wow, she suddenly exclaimed. You should be more ladylike. Mu Qingya frowned slightly. No. Sister, let's go. Let's go. Mu Qingya frowned. What are you doing? The milk tea isn't ready yet. Let's go. Click. At this time, Lin Xian and Linging pushed open the door of the milk tea shop and walked in. Ha ha ha, it's so beautiful over there. Let's go and have a look. Mu Feifei blocked Mu Qingya's view and laughed. That's right. She saw Lin Xian and another girl walking over to take a look. She was shocked. Although Mu Qingya said so, to be honest, she was dumbfounded when she saw them. She didn't dare to let Mu Qingya see them. Lin Xian, damn. Chapter 1549. Lin Xian was also shocked. No way. He didn't expect to meet Mu Qingya here. What time was it? How could Qingya get off work so early? It didn't make sense. There were 4 of them. 2 of them had just opened the door and came in. The other 2 were sitting in the corner, about 5 or 6 meters away from each other. There was only Mu Feifei between them. Mu Qingya was facing Lin Xian, but Mu Qingya didn't notice it. On the other hand, Mu Feifei was a girl who liked to look outside when she had nothing to do. What are you doing? You're acting weird. Mu Qingya grabbed Mu Feifei's hand. Ahem, Ying, let's go to another restaurant. There seems to be a line here. Lin Xian hurriedly said. Hey wait. How long had Ling Ying known Lin Xian? What was wrong with Lin Xian? Couldn't she see it? Then Ling Ying looked to the front. At the same time, Mu Qingya also looked at Ling Ying. So beautiful. This was the thought that came to their minds when they saw each other. Damn it. This was Lin Xian's thought. Damn it. This was Mu Feifei's thought. Mu Qingya also saw Lin Xian, and Ling Ying holding Lin Xian's arm. No way. Wasn't this Lin Xian's girlfriend the one they had seen before? Why was there another one? And she was really beautiful. Was it really so easy for him to attract the attention of beautiful girls? Ling Ying saw the look in Mu Qingya's eyes. She could tell that this must be the beautiful girl Lin Xian had hooked up with here. She was elegant. This kind of girl was definitely Lin Xian's type. This guy was really amazing. He had only been here for a short time, and he had already hooked up with such a beautiful girl. There are no seats left. Can we sit here? Ling Ying looked at Mu Qingya with a smile. Of course. Mu Qingya nodded. Cough cough. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. It was difficult. It was so difficult. Big sister is so beautiful. You're either the daughter of a rich family or I feel like you have the temperament of a female CEO. Ling Ying looked at Mu Qingya with a smile. You too. Mu Qingya looked at Ling Ying. Mu Feifei sat down obediently and stopped talking. Then she glanced at Lin Xian, who was standing there, and gave him a look that said she had tried her best. Lin Xian wanted to cry. Take a seat. Ling Ying glanced at Lin Xian. Oh. Lin Xian felt awkward. There were 5 seats here. Ling Ying and Mu Qingya sat together. Mu Feifei sat opposite Mu Qingya. The remaining 2 seats were next to Ling Ying and Mu Qingya. Lin Xian didn't sit on either side. Cough cough. I'm going to buy milk tea. Lin Xian hurried away. Haha. I'm going to see if the milk tea is ready. Mu Feifei smiled awkwardly and then hurried away. Hey brother-in-law, you're dead meat. Mu Feifei leaned over to Lin Xian. How the hell would I know? I give up. Lin Xian was helpless. But I just told big sister. She said that even if you betrayed her, she won't break up with you. You have to thank me for getting such important information for you. Mu Feifei said. Lin Xian. Damn. What are you guys talking about? Why are you talking about this? Don't worry about it. Tell me, why did you betray big sister? Although she has no right to tell you what to do, you're really a scumbag. It's only been a few days, and you've got another beautiful girl. You're really a scumbag. Mu Feifei pursed her lips. Damn, don't mention it. How can you not get your shoes wet if you stand by the river all the time? I give up. On the other side, Ling Ying. She reached out her hand. Mu Qingya. The two beautiful girls shook hands. Did he tell you anything? What do you mean? Oh, I just want to see how much of a scumbag he is. If I say we're siblings now, big sister won't believe me, right? Ling Ying said. Yes. Mu Qingya nodded and said, he did. Ling Ying opened his mouth. Then he's honest enough to tell big sister about this. Ling Ying was actually quite satisfied with Lin Xian. What about you? Me? We've been dating for 2 years, Ling Ying said. Mu Qingya. I'm quite surprised, eh? He has 3 years of free time. Did you meet him somewhere? What do you mean by that? Ling Ying showed a puzzled expression. Nothing. Mu Qingya shook her head. Ling Ying was baffled. It was quite strange. Then did he tell you how many girlfriends he has? Ling Ying asked. I don't know. He just said he has other girlfriends, Mu Qingya said. Well, that's true. How many girlfriends does he have? Mu Qingya asked. I don't know. Anyway, he must have other girlfriends. But I'm quite curious. How did he fool you? How can you accept that he has several girlfriends? Mu Qingya said helplessly. I don't know how to explain this. Anyway, I'm not that rigid. That's not right. I think big sister is a very conservative girl, Ling Ying said. Indeed, but sometimes, it's not unacceptable. In fact, for girls, it's enough to find someone who can be responsible for them. Maybe it's not all love, but it's good enough if he can give them the best sense of security. What about you? Mu Qingya asked. I was fooled by him. He has a glib tongue, and then I got myself into trouble. Mu Qingya said with a smile. I know you're very indulgent of him. To be honest, everyone indulges him. It's because too many people indulge him that he's getting more and more perverted. Ling Ying shrugged helplessly. Mu Qingya said, Can you give me your contact information? But why do I feel that you look familiar? I think I've seen you somewhere before. Ha ha ha. Ling Ying smiled awkwardly and said, On TV? I recently took part in a talent show. Oh yes. I remember. I remember who you are. Number 18. Yes. Come on, you have the potential to win the championship. Okay. I'll work hard, Ling Ying said with a smile. Shall we have dinner together later? Mu Qingya asked. Okay. Shall we take him? Mu Qingya glanced at Lin Xian. What do you think? If we take him, he won't like it. If we don't, he'll think too much. Maybe he'll find a chance to harm other girls. Then let's take him. Okay. Hey Lin Xian. Ling Ying shouted. Lin Xian's whole body shook. Oh no. I'm buying milk tea, Lin Xian said but didn't come over. Scumbag, come over. Lin Xian. Damn, it's so hard to be a man. Chapter 1550. Lin Xian lowered his head and walked over with an aggrieved look. Let's have dinner together later. Ling Ying said. Huh? Together? Of course. Why? You don't want to? Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. Yes, yes, yes. His face was really pale. Hey, what's wrong? Why do you look so pale? Ling Ying asked with a smile. No, maybe I'm tired from shopping. Ha ha ha. Lin Xian smiled awkwardly. Humph, go get the milk tea. Go, go, go. I'll go. Lin Xian quickly ran away. Sob, sob, sob. It was so hard. Hey, may I ask if Lin Xian has a girlfriend here? Ling Ying asked Mu Qingya. I don't know. Really? I really don't know. I don't know much about him. Mu Qingya said lightly. You don't know much about him, so you did it with him? Mu Qingya smiled helplessly and nodded. Sure enough, he is a scumbag. Mu Feifei blinked and asked, Sister Ling Ying, how did you meet Lin Xian? We met. He saved me and then we met. A hero saving a damsel in distress. Ha ha ha, something like that. Wow, how much luck does he have with women? Mu Feifei was impressed. He has always had good luck with women. Do you think he is very handsome? Yes, he is not very handsome. Mu Feifei nodded repeatedly. But the girls around him. Linging shook her head helplessly. He has his unique charm. He is shameless. Mu Qingya nodded in agreement. Linging, are you also a warrior? Mu Qingya asked. Yes. No wonder. Do you know a lot of powerful warriors? Yes. I do know a lot of people. He definitely couldn't tell her that they came from another world. I'm also slowly cultivating. Mu Qingya said. Come on, it's very difficult, especially towards the end. Yes, thank you. After that, they went out for a meal. After the meal, they walked out of the restaurant. Lin Xian was in a difficult position right now. Why? It was a good choice to go with Ling Ying or Mu Qingya, but taking this step was fatal. Fortunately, Mu Qingya knew what to do. Then Feifei and I will go back first. See you next time. Alright, see you next time. Then Mu Qingya left with Mu Feifei. Lin Xian let out a long sigh of relief. Your luck is really good. Not bad at all. Ling Ying said. Of course, otherwise how could I like her? I'll say it again. Don't let her down. In this world, the concept of monogamy is so deeply rooted that she's even willing to compromise to this extent. Moreover, she must be a proud woman. If you really let her down, even I will look down on you. Lin Xian said. Don't worry, I won't. 1 year at most. Lin Xian's eyes were bright. 1 year? To be honest, it's also a very torturous thing to let a girl wait for a year, especially when it's a kind of illusory wait where she can't even contact you at all. Ling Ying muttered to himself. She understood this feeling. Back then, Lin Xian had been in God's domain for half a year. During that time, she had been unable to contact Lin Xian at all. Even she had found it difficult to endure. Fortunately, she could still grind monsters and had so many friends. However, if Lin Xian were to return to God's domain, Mu Qingya would suffer far more. And Lin Xian said 1 year. Was 1 year really enough? She even felt that it might take 5 years or even longer. Damn. Let's go have sex. Lin Xian then laughed evilly. How shameless. Ling Ying rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. The night passed happily. Ling Ying hurriedly left early in the morning. She still had to train today and shoot today, so she couldn't delay it. After all, this was her mission. Lin Xian believed that Ling Ying could win the championship, but he was worried that there was an inside story. So when the time came, even if he had to spend money, he had to make Ling Ying the champion. This mission was very important to her. If she couldn't complete it, she would be in trouble. Hey, the others should be fine, right? Lin Xian was a little worried. Right now, I'm in the first stage of the law realm. This realm shouldn't be a problem at the martial arts conference, right? Lin Xian pondered for a moment. I'm thinking about something now. Lin Xian sat on the bed, frowning. If I can't complete the mission, will I really be annihilated, or will I stay on Earth forever? Lin Xian didn't understand. It seemed that the system said that he would be annihilated, which meant that he would die. However, if he stayed on Earth forever, then the people on Sky Blue Planet would think that he didn't come out, so he should be dead. So what was going on? Lin Xian wasn't sure. Lin Xian really didn't feel that the annihilation the system said was certain. Annihilation was nothing more than heavenly thunder, but what if he could resist it? So, could there be people on Earth who had entered the God's awakening door from Sky Blue Planet, entered Earth, and then survived and stayed on Earth? These two worlds were really full of mysteries. Ding. Congratulations on triggering the mission Kill Lin Xian. Sensing the host's extreme resentment towards Lin Xian, this mission was triggered. If completed, you will receive 1 billion system points and all rewards in the system store will be doubled. In a courtyard, a man was sitting there. After hearing the system's notification, he frowned. Kill Lin Xian? Damn it. Why would this mission be triggered? System, I don't want this mission. Change it to another one. He said hurriedly. Ding. The system has triggered the mission, unable to change it. Crack crack crack. Duan Ling Xiao clenched his fists tightly. Damn it. What should he do? To him, Lin Xian had become his nightmare. This person, it seemed like killing him was really easy, but time after time, He failed every time. In his opinion, he was able to turn the situation around even when he was in a completely hopeless situation. Therefore, in his eyes, killing Lin Xian had mysteriously become something that he felt was impossible to achieve. However, the system actually triggered this mission. Damn it! Duan Lingxiao stood up, his eyes flashing with murderous intent. He was feeling very uncomfortable now. This mission's reward was very exaggerated, 1 billion system points. Once completed, he would be able to exchange it for a lot of power, and he would be invincible. Moreover, the rewards in the system store would be doubled. But how could he complete it? That's not right. Duan Lingxiao muttered to himself as he paced slowly in the courtyard. Lin Xian was very strong in Sky Blue Planet, but we came here together. Everyone's realms are reset to 0, and they are slowly improving. My improvement should be very fast, even Morong you can't beat me, so Lin Xian. Chapter 1551. When Duan Lingxiao thought of this, his eyes suddenly lit up. Morong Yu's realm improvement could not compare to his. Of course, the improvement of this realm was not just cultivation. They would trigger a mission, and after completing the mission, their realm would increase. Perhaps this mission depended on fate? In any case, he had directly advanced to the Law realm, while Morong Yu seemed to still be in the Mystic Heaven realm. Lin Xian. His realm should not be high either. Perhaps his realm was not as high as his. He did not dare to kill Lin Xian himself, but he could find a way to kill Lin Xian. According to this mission, he could lock onto Lin Xian's location. Currently, Lin Xian's location was Jiangnan City. It was quite far away from him. I have to think of a way to kill Lin Xian. Duan Lingxiao slowly paced. He was not very familiar with this world. Although it was similar to Sky Blue Planet, he was still not very familiar with some of the division of forces here. Other than finding a martial artist, who else could he find to deal with Lin Xian? At this moment, a man walked over. Big Brother Xianyuan. Duan Lingxiao called out. There were many things he did not understand, but he still knew some things about the person in front of him. He seemed to be the young master of a very powerful family in this world, and had a very high status. When he first came to this world, he met him. Coincidentally, he saw that he was seriously injured, so he saved him. That was how they got to know each other. Now that he was here, the two of them could be considered brothers. Ha ha ha, Lingxiao, how is it? Have you reached the Law realm? Duan Lingxiao nodded. Yes, the Law realm. There will be a martial arts convention in a few days. Go and participate. At that time, the strongest will only be in the Law realm. I have fought with you before, and your combat strength is very strong. You won't have a problem fighting across realms. After you get a good ranking, I can talk to the Xianyuan family, and focus on nurturing you and giving you a certain amount of power. Xianyuan Qingtian nodded. Thank you, Big Brother Xianyuan. Duan Lingxiao cupped his fists. Xianyuan Qingtian patted Duan Lingxiao's shoulder. It's nothing. By the way, do you know that woman from before? Xianyuan Qingtian thought of something and asked. Duan Lingxiao knew who he was talking about. It was Morong Yu. Previously, they went to Kunlun Mountain together, where he met Morong Yu. Morong Yu had become a disciple of Kunlun Mountain. Yes, I do. Of course, Duan Lingxiao knew what Xianyuan Qingtian was thinking. That girl is not bad. Is she your girlfriend? Duan Lingxiao shook his head. No. Then this young master has some ideas. Xianyuan Qingtian sat down and poured himself a cup of tea. When the time comes, I'll go to Kunlun Mountain with you. I won't be participating in the martial arts tournament. Since you know that woman, you can help her a little. I know. Duan Lingxiao nodded. Good. Cultivate well. Xianyuan Qingtian patted Duan Lingxiao's shoulder. Xianyuan Qingtian was already 27 years old, while Duan Lingxiao was only 25 or 26 years old. Therefore, Xianyuan Qingtian had to call him Big Brother. By the way, Brother Xianyuan, there's something I'd like to ask. Duan Lingxiao said. What is it? There's no need to be reserved. Just ask. Duan Lingxiao hesitated for a moment before saying, I want to get rid of someone, but I'm afraid I'm not strong enough. So I want to ask, Where can I get someone to help me do this? You're not even in the law realm? Who is it? Just a sworn enemy. His realm is probably about the same as mine, but his combat strength is very high. Oh, this young master should know such a person, right? Brother Xianyuan, you definitely don't know him. Alright. Xianyuan Qingtian pondered for a moment. There are usually two ways to do this. The first is to hire someone from Organization D. It's a professional assassin organization. This assassin organization is also made up of martial artists, and it's the #1 assassin organization. They even gather foreign vampires, werewolves, and even four-winged angels, including our top martial artists. As long as you give them money, they'll do it. They can even help you get rid of someone in the law realm. The second way is for this young master to send someone to help you get rid of that person. But it's still the first way. After all, the Xianyuan family's identity is special. It's necessary to do this kind of thing as little as possible. Organization D, huh? I'll give you the website. Go hire someone and I'll pay for you. Thank you, Brother Xianyuan. Xianyuan Qingtian patted him on the shoulder. You saved this young master's life. This is a small matter. After saying that, he walked away. Duan Lingxiao's eyes flashed with viciousness. There are still more than 2 months left. Lin Xian, let's take it slow. If we can't do it this time, there will definitely be many more opportunities in the future. I'll make sure you don't live in peace in this world. Who knew he might just succeed? That would fulfill one of his wishes. Firstly, he would be invincible when he returned after receiving the reward. Secondly, if Lin Xian died, his greatest opponent would be gone. It's a pity that Morongyu has been targeted by Xianyuan Qingtian, but it doesn't matter. As long as Lin Xian dies, nothing else matters. Moreover, if I kill Lin Xian earlier, I can directly receive a lot of rewards, and my realm will soar in this world. Then I can exchange it for all kinds of attributes and strength, and I'll be invincible in this world. In that case, the Xianyuan family won't be able to stop me, and I might even be able to enjoy Morongyu here. His eyes flash with a bright light. Nice. Lin Xian definitely didn't know about the situation here. If he knew, he would be dumbfounded. No way, right? UF** King triggered the ultimate mission to kill him? F***CKU. How could it be like this? 3 days passed just like that. Little Qingya, I have something to do and need to leave for a while. Mu Qingya wrapped herself in the quilt with a puzzled and worried expression. Last time, Lin Xian said that he was going out, and then he was injured and lost contact for many days. This time? What are you going to do? You have to tell me this time. Mu Qingya said. Damn, there's a martial arts convention. It's a martial arts convention where those genius warriors compete. I have to go to. Can I go? Mu Qingya asked. What are you going to do? I'm going to watch. Mu Qingya said. Lin Xian, don't. Mu Qingya looked at Lin Xian. No. I don't dislike you. It's just that you have nothing to do with the company. No, the busiest week is over. I'll leave the rest to my parents. Just take it as a little relaxation and a trip. Okay, but I have to ask if I can go. Okay, I'll make breakfast for you. Mu Qingya got up. Lin Xian then contacted Lu Qingzhu. Of course, as long as you're a warrior. If you're not a warrior, it's okay, but you have to make sure that you don't spread the news of warriors to ordinary people. This was Lu Qingzhu's answer. Chapter 1552. Lin Xian went downstairs. Mu Qingya was making breakfast. Mu Feifei was wearing pajamas, with an eye mask on her forehead. She was sitting on the sofa and dozing off. Wow, sister-in-law, you're up so early. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. It's a miracle. Lin Xian looked at Mu Feifei and said in surprise. Mu Feifei opened her big sleepy eyes, and then her little mouth twitched. Brother-in-law, I feel wronged. Ooh. What's wrong? Lin Xian sat beside her, and quietly put his hand into her pajamas. Mu Feifei woke up in an instant. She hurriedly looked at the kitchen, and saw that Mu Qingya was busy. Then she breathed a sigh of relief. Brother-in-law. Mu Feifei whispered coquettishly. Ha. Lin Xian pulled his hand out. I'm going to school today. I'm so annoyed. Mu Feifei scratched her messy hair. You don't like to go, do you? Lin Xian asked. Yes, but I can't not go. If I don't go, my sister will stop my pocket money. Boo-hoo. Mu Feifei wiped her tears aggrievedly. Then go. I'm going to take your sister on a trip. Lin Xian said proudly. Mu Feifei. She sat cross-legged on the sofa and looked at Lin Xian pleadingly with her big eyes. Brother-in-law, my dear brother-in-law, I love you the most. Please take me with you. Please, please. Since my sister became the chairman of the company, my father was sick and my mother took care of him. I don't know how long it has been since I went on a trip with my family. Please, please. Mu Feifei begged. She rubbed her white and delicate feet. To be honest, she was a little cute. You're not a good girl. I'm a good girl, very good girl. Please. Lin Xian looked at her with a smirk and said, Okay, but you have to promise me one thing. Mu Feifei blinked and looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian whispered into her ear. Her face instantly turned red. I have eaten it before. She muttered softly. Eating and eating are two different concepts. Ah, brother-in-law, you're so disgusting. Damn pervert, scram. Mu Feifei kicked Lin Xian with her foot. What happened? Mu Qingyao put the porridge on the table and saw that the two of them were restless early in the morning. Ah, no. Sister, brother-in-law is a pervert. Mu Feifei said. Mu Qingyao was stunned. Could it be that Lin Xian also wanted to? How am I a pervert? Mu Qingyao asked indifferently as she set the table. In any case, he's a pervert. Lin Xian. All right, I won't take you there. Lin Xian glared at her. Ugh. She immediately pulled her little head back. Brother-in-law, why are you like this? She pouted her lips. Little Qingyao, do you want me to bring your dear little sister along? Lin Xian asked with a smile. If she doesn't cause trouble, I think it's okay to take her. Mu Qingyao said. Yes, yes. If she doesn't cause trouble, she will be obedient. Mu Feifei said immediately. In fact, Mu Qingyao was also selfish. She also hoped that Mu Feifei could come into contact with this different world. And then she could also become a warrior. After all, Mu Feifei was her own sister. She still hoped that Mu Feifei could become better. Okay, then I'll take you two there. Yeah. Mu Feifei immediately felt comfortable. Let's have breakfast. Aren't we going to wait for Mom and Dad? I'll leave some for them. Let's eat first. Mu Qingyao said. Then they sat at the table. Sister, where are we going to play? Mu Qingyao looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian said, Kunlun Mountain. Wow. I haven't been there yet. Kunlun Mountain is very famous. My classmates have been there before. There are many people there. Mu Feifei said excitedly. After all, it was the modern world. Any force had to make money, didn't it? For of the 8 great clans had their own businesses, and these were the leaders of the industry. As for Kunlun Mountain and Wudong Mountain, they were cultivation forces, but they still needed to make money. Therefore, other than having their own businesses, they also turned their own forces, such as Kunlun Mountain and Huashan Mountain, into scenic spots. In addition to their own movies, animations, and fame, these scenic spots made a lot of money. However, ordinary people could only come into contact with scenic spots. As for the real Kunlun Mountain and other places, they could only go to secret places or special ways to enter. Ordinary people couldn't see them at all. For example, in front of them, there was a cliff, but in fact it was not. In fact, it was all an illusion. For example, one might need to release spiritual force to open a certain passage, and then enter the real Kunlun Mountain. No way, no way. Miss Mu, you haven't even been to Kunlun Mountain? Lin Xian began to be sarcastic. Get lost. I don't have time. Mu Feifei said. Mu Qingyao looked at Lin Xian and said, Kunlun Mountain? Isn't that a scenic spot? Aren't you going to have a martial arts competition? But how can you compete in that place? Indoors. Lin Xian said with a smile. You'll know when you get there. Ah, martial arts competition? Brother-in-law, what are you going to do? Mu Feifei blinked her big eyes and looked at Lin Xian. A martial arts competition? Wow. Are you going to fight? Is it the kind of martial arts people on TV, who fight with people in the martial arts world, where they hold a sword and run on walls? Or something like that. Mu Feifei said excitedly. Well, something like that. Wow, she cried out in surprise. She had said that she wanted to find a boyfriend who was good at fighting. And Lin Xian was that kind of boyfriend. She felt that it was a kind of happiness to be able to watch Lin Xian fight. She had only seen Lin Xian once. Now that Lin Xian said that he was going to have a martial arts competition, she was so excited. Don't be so surprised, Mu Qingya said. I'm just excited. Mu Feifei looked at Lin Xian with her chin in her hand and said, Brother-in-law, will your opponents be very powerful? Lin Xian said with a smile. Of course I'm the most powerful. Brother-in-law, who are your opponents? Lin Xian said, Kunlun Mountain Wudong Sect, Mount Amei, Mount Hua, Shaolin Temple, and so on. Wow. Are they similar to those on TV? Lin Xian nodded. Well, they are similar. After that, Lin Xian stretched out his hand with thunder wrapped around his palm. Wow. Mu Feifei exclaimed. This is so cool. And fire. Wow. Mu Feifei's exclamations were all around. Mu Qingya also looked at Lin Xian in surprise. This is so cool. Do you want to learn? Lin Xian looked at Mu Feifei. I can do it too? Mu Feifei asked excitedly. Of course. Mu Feifei's realm was probably not too high, but she still listened to Lin Xian. And as Lin Xian's woman, Lin Xian certainly hoped that they could have the ability to protect themselves. Chapter 1553. Mu Feifei was so excited. Oh my God. Mu Qingya then asked Lin Xian. What can I do? Lin Xian said. I've seen your attribute. It's ice. That is to say, you can condense cold power by releasing your own power. How do I use it? Although it's entry level, it's a bit difficult for Little White. Take your time. I'll teach you later. Okay. Mu Qingya nodded. What about me? What about me? Mu Feifei asked excitedly. Let's not talk about this for now. When the time comes, you can go to Kunlun Mountain with me and have a look. You can learn about this world first. This is for you. Lin Xian used the law of creation to create some things about cultivation in his memory. Of course, without the cultivation method, Lin Xian had to teach her personally. Otherwise, Mu Feifei would be in danger if she made a mistake. Yes. Mu Feifei was so excited. Remember, no one is allowed to mention this thing. If you cultivate in the future, you must not show your extraordinary ability in front of ordinary people. You can only use it to protect yourself. Otherwise, it's better not to use it. Mu Feifei nodded. I understand. Are there many people around here who are also warriors, but they also live like ordinary people? Lin Xian nodded. Of course, this is a rule. Unless one day, this is no longer a secret, and it is no longer something that ordinary people can only see on television. Then it can be revealed. Yes. Let's eat. I'll take you there tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, brother-in-law. The day passed like this. Mu Qingya continued to deal with some things in the company. After all, she had to leave for a few days. Fortunately, her parents were watching over the company. Otherwise, she would not be at ease to leave. Mu Feifei was surprisingly quiet all day. She was in the room, on the sofa, and in the living room, holding the book Lin Xian gave her and familiarizing herself with the world. This was the thing she was most interested in her life. She didn't like practicing the piano, dancing, or drawing, but she really liked this. Perhaps there really wasn't anyone who didn't like to cultivate. No, they didn't like to cultivate, but they liked to become stronger. They liked to be different from ordinary people. And cultivating was more boring than doing anything else. That night, Lin Xian was holding Mu Qingya in his arms. Mu Qingya was speechless. There wasn't a day that he didn't have sex with this person, unless her period came. Did he really have that much energy? I've already bought the plane tickets. We'll arrive tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Mu Qingya said. Originally, Lin Xian was going to go with Lu Qingzhu, but since Mu Qingya and her sister were also going, they decided to meet in Kunlun Mountain. Sure, just in time. I heard that it's very fun there at night. Okay, Mu Qingya replied and put on her pajamas. What are you doing? Cultivate. Mu Qingya said. Lin Xian. Don't. I want to sleep with you in my arms, Lin Xian said. I want to cultivate. Lin Xian smiled and said, don't you feel that cultivating is very boring? It is boring, but I want to become powerful. I have to work during the day, so I have to work harder. Also, after cultivating, I feel very energetic in the morning, so I don't feel tired all day. Lin Xian nodded. Okay, then you cultivate. I'll teach your sister how to cultivate. Okay, thank you. Lin Xian kissed her and then walked out. Hey, Mu Qingya called. Ha, you're not going to wear clothes? Mu Qingya's pretty face blushed slightly, but she didn't think much of it. Lin Xian, damn. He almost exploded. She was used to it. No, to be precise, she didn't think much of it. Ahaha, I forgot. I thought I was wearing clothes. Lin Xian smiled awkwardly, put on his clothes and hurried out. Click. Lin Xian directly pushed open the door of his sister-in-law's room. His sister-in-law was lying on the bed, swaying her legs and reading a book. You're so hard-working. Lin Xian locked the door from the inside and went over. Brother-in-law, why are you here? Why aren't you with my sister? Mu Feifei blinked and said, she's cultivating. Can you teach me how to cultivate now? I'm almost done. Lin Xian. Okay, but what about the thing you promised me? Lin Xian smirked. Oh, you're so naughty. Mu Feifei pouted. Hurry up. Lin Xian lit a cigarette and leaned against the bed. Umph. Mu Feifei wrinkled her nose and then, hey, go take a shower. Hurry up. Mu Feifei couldn't stand it anymore. Lin Xian scratched his head. It seemed that he did need to. Let's go together. No, I've just taken a shower. Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders. After that, of course, it was comfortable. After that, Lin Xian also taught Mu Feifei how to cultivate. She was very willing to accept things that interested her, but he didn't know if she would still be interested in them in the future. Now she was working so hard purely because of the novelty and the fact that she could use cultivation to become stronger. If she became bored in the future, God knew if she would still do it. Lin Xian wasn't worried about Mu Qingya. Suddenly, Lin Xian's eyes narrowed. The Lin family? Of course, Lin Xian felt the commotion outside. In this world, the Lin family was the only one who could send warriors to deal with Lin Xian. Many people of the Lin family were locked up, but there must be some left behind. But did they really dare to mess with him? Swish! Lin Xian's figure released the space and disappeared. Mu Feifei was cultivating and she didn't know what happened. Outside, a total of 5 people came, and they were hiding in the dark. Yes, it was not the Lin family, but the people sent by Duan Lingxiao to assassinate Lin Xian. They spent 50 million yuan on this. 50 million wasn't a small number, but it was really a small number for Xianyuan Qingtian. After all, he was killing martial artists. Otherwise, he would be able to kill ordinary people with 5 or 600,000. The more powerful ones would be a few million. Let's check the situation inside first. One of the men said. Yes. Then, another man took out a device. This device directly scanned the whole picture of the whole villa. Of course, it was only a 3D image of the whole villa. At the same time, they felt the thermal reaction. This thermal reaction could even detect a man's gender. There are a total of 4 people in the villa, 3 women and 1 man. The 2 women's sitting posture seems to be cultivating. They saw the thermal image, and the posture on it was sitting. It should be. There's a man and a woman sleeping in one of the rooms. Strange, they should be their parents, right? Logically, there should be a man, our target. Could it be that he's not here? Those people frowned. Was it so unlucky? Chapter 1554. The few of them frowned as they looked at the thermal image. If it really doesn't work, how about we tie up the people inside first and then lure the target over? One of them asked. Humph. Remember, we are assassins, and assassins never do things sloppily. How did you learn when you were groomed? Steady, accurate, and ruthless. If you can finish him off in 1 second, you won't need 2. This is the minimum principle. Tie him up. Are you an idiot? That person then lowered his head in shame. Wait. If we can't do it tonight, then we'll do it tomorrow night. Suddenly, a voice came from behind them. I say, we're here to kill people. Why are you guys still talking about principles here? It's really a little funny. Suddenly hearing this voice, those people's pupils suddenly contracted. The next moment, just as they were about to move or directly attack. Fixed shadow. Lin Xian was in the law realm, which was about the same for these 5 people. The 5 of them were all in the law realm, and it was just a matter of star level. However, no matter how high their star level was, with Lin Xian's overwhelming talent and ability, he could definitely fix all of them. Who are you? The 5 people's pupils suddenly contracted. This person was also in the law realm. Wasn't it said that the highest realm was the mystic heaven realm? How could he be in the law realm? F***ck. If they knew that he was in the law realm, they would have sent an 8-star law realm or above to do it, or even a domain realm. What surprised them was that the power released by this person was clearly only 1-star law realm, so why could he even freeze a 7-star law realm? Moreover, it was actually a dark attribute. They wanted to turn around, but they could not. Who are you? I'm the person you want to kill. The corners of Lin Xian's mouth curled up slightly. What? Their pupils contracted violently. Lin Xian sneered. Not bad, an assassin organization actually sent out 5 law realm powerhouses so casually. This organization seems to be very strong. Therefore, it seemed that the Lin family had asked them to kill him. They tried their best to break free from the fixed shadow, but they realized that they could not break free. This was clearly the power of a law realm, and it was only 1 star. Why was it useless even when he was 7-star? This was too strange. The reason was actually very simple. Although the realm was the same, this continent was different. This caused the quality to be different. The martial artists on Earth, even if they were geniuses, could not compare to the average martial artists on Sky Blue Planet. Of course, this could be due to the density of spiritual energy and the difference in the percentage of attributes possessed. To put it simply, if you were able to fight across 3 stars on Sky Blue Planet, you might be able to fight across 5 stars here. Shua. In the next instant, Lin Xian attacked. 4 of them were killed by Lin Xian, leaving only 1 alive. Gulp. The man's pupils constricted as he swallowed a mouthful of saliva. The person Lin Xian had left behind was the one who had suggested kidnapping. Why did he leave him behind? That was because he seemed even less professional, and Lin Xian had a better chance of getting information from someone who was even less professional. Tell me who sent you here. If you tell me, I'll spare your life. I don't know. Oh, you're not going to tell me? I really don't know. We're only responsible for doing it. The client's information is absolutely confidential. I only know the price. Shua. Lin Xian then killed him without hesitation. Then, Lin Xian destroyed the law and cleared all their corpses before walking away. It should be the Lin family. That was because he had only had a grudge with the Lin family since he came to Earth. There was nothing else. When he returned to Mu Feifei's room, the girl was cultivating. The elder sister is of the ice attribute, and the younger sister is of the fire attribute. It's okay, it's enough on Earth. Lin Xian pondered for a moment before sitting there to cultivate. He wanted to advance to 2-star law realm before the martial arts convention. The next morning at 5 o'clock, Mu Qingya woke up early and quietly went to Mu Feifei's room to open the door. The door was originally locked, but Lin Xian didn't lock it when he came back. Mu Qingya didn't come over, because she thought that the 2 of them were doing something shameful. She really didn't expect that. After opening the door, she saw the 2 of them sitting there cultivating. Then Mu Qingya said, "It's time to get up. We're leaving after breakfast." Lin Xian opened his eyes, and so did Mu Feifei. Ah, then Mu Feifei screamed, "Mu Qingya." Lin Xian. The 2 of them were dumbfounded. "Sister, what's your name?" Lin Xian asked in confusion. "Mu Feifei," she blinked. "Ah. No, nothing." Mu Feifei smiled awkwardly and rushed into the bathroom. "What's wrong with her?" Mu Qingya asked in confusion. Lin Xian spread his hands. "How would I know? Why did Mu Feifei scream all of a sudden?" The reason was simple. She was so absorbed in her cultivation that she suddenly saw Mu Qingya at the door. She subconsciously thought that she was naked or was still sleeping in Lin Xian's arms. Of course she was scared. It's okay. I'm scared. Mu Feifei patted her chest. Mu Qingyao was a very careful woman. She felt that Mu Feifei's behavior was a bit strange. I'm going to eat. Wash up. Mu Qingyao said. I'll go wash up in your room. Isn't my sister-in-law washing up? Lin Xian said and walked away. Mu Qingyao then walked to Mu Feifei. How do you feel? Mu Feifei nodded. Very good. I'll feel uncomfortable if I get up at this time, but now I'm so energetic. Wash up and get ready for breakfast. Then we'll leave. Yes. My dear sister. Mu Qingyao shook her head helplessly and walked away. She was about to leave when she saw that Mu Feifei's bed was in a mess and the sheets were wrinkled. She was a bit of a neat freak and couldn't stand this girl. She walked over to help her fix the sheets. Then she frowned and saw a pool of dried water under the sheets. What? Did she wet the bed? This was her first reaction. No, she was cultivating. How could it be? Wait. Why did it feel a bit familiar? Could it be Mu Qingyao's mouth opened? No way. There must be some misunderstanding. She didn't want to think about it and walked out. After breakfast, the three of them, namely Lin Xian, carried a bag and then went to the airport. Take it. Lin Xian handed the bag to Mu Feifei. You're a man. You carry it. Ha. Say that again. Mu Feifei. Haha, but you're my dear brother-in-law. It's my duty to serve you. I'll carry it. Good girl. Chapter 1555. The sky gradually darkened. At dusk, they arrived at the scenic area of Kunlun Mountain. In addition to the many people during the day, there were also many people at night in the scenic area of Kunlun Mountain. There were many places to visit in the entire scenic area of Kunlun Mountain. There were also many hotels, restaurants, and other places. At first glance, it looked like a huge pedestrian street. There were too many people. And because there was a martial arts convention here, the scenic area of Kunlun Mountain was particularly lively today, attracting a lot of people. It was just that there might have been more before, but because of Tao Tai's incident, many people died. They received the news that they would enter the real Kunlun Mountain at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was 6 o'clock now, so they would definitely play here until 2 o'clock. Wow. Is it so lively here? It's completely different from what I imagined. I thought it would be crowded during the day. Why is it crowded at night? Mu Feifei was carrying a backpack and blinking her big eyes. She looked at the bustling streets at the foot of the mountain. The lights were flickering, and her eyes were full of people. It was very lively. These hotels you see, 4-star, 5-star, these restaurants, coffee shops, and so on, are basically all businesses of Kunlun Mountain. The staff here may be recruited, the store managers may be recruited, but the bosses should all be from Kunlun Mountain. Lin Xian said. Wow. This is different from what I imagined. I thought those people were some sage-like people, just like on TV. Mu Feifei stuck out her pink tongue. Lin Xian said. Children poisoned by TV dramas. In the past, it might have been the same in ancient times. But now this is the era of technology. Wouldn't it be a monster to be like in TV dramas? Maybe those old guys are still using their phones to play Momo. Ptaha, really? Mu Feifei couldn't help but laugh. That's hard to say. There are many old perverts. Lin Xian. Then where are they? Lin Xian pointed in a direction and said, Do you see that mountain? Yes. Behind that mountain seems to be a cliff, but it's actually an illusion. You'll know tonight. Oh, so are we going to eat now? Yes, let's eat. It's your treat. No way, I'm so poor. Sister, please. Mu Qingyao pointed to a 5-star hotel in front of them and asked, How about eating here? Okay. Let's go. Then they walked over. It's full. Wow. There are so many people here. Mu Feifei shrank her head. The 5-star hotel was full. How exaggerated was that? It's normal. There are a lot of people today. Moreover, those who can participate in the martial arts circle convention are all genius martial artists. Genius martial artists are basically from rich and powerful families. Coming to a place like this, They will definitely go to the best hotel to eat. Lin Xian said indifferently. Then let's go somewhere else. Hua Xiao, look. What a rare beauty. A man said excitedly. The other man looked over, and his eyes suddenly lit up. It is indeed a rare sight. Looks like they're leaving. There are no more seats. Young Master Hua, why don't you give it a try? There's a man beside her. The third man said. So what if she has a man? Both of them were not bad. No matter what, that man could only be the boyfriend of one of them, right? There's a chance. Hua Yu's eyes narrowed slightly. He looked at Lin Xian. He couldn't understand. A woman of this level was really a man's dream. Why couldn't he meet her? No, he met her but couldn't get her. He was really unhappy. And this man was not as handsome or tall as him. At most he was a martial artist, and he didn't know him. He was not from a top family. He was really jealous. But they didn't necessarily have to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Hey, are there no seats? Seeing that they were about to leave, Hua Yu hurried over and greeted them with a smile. Mu Feifei pouted. Well, yes, there are no seats. It's not easy to find such a big restaurant, but it's full. I'm so hungry. After saying that, the girl rubbed her little belly. Ha, then come over. The table is big enough. I also like to make friends. No. Let's find another restaurant. Besides, I can eat a lot. If we order more tables, there won't be enough seats. Mu Feifei said. It's okay. It's my treat. I'll get to know you. Besides, the other restaurants are full. Hua Yu said with a smile. Well. Lin Xian stifled a laugh in his heart. His sister-in-law was a green tea, but she was just pretending. Lin Xian said, thank you. Haha, it's okay. Please. Mu Qingyao frowned slightly and glanced at Lin Xian. Lin Xian liked to take advantage of others. Why wouldn't he eat when someone was treating him? Thank you. It would be good if I could have a boyfriend like you. Mu Feifei said with a smile. Hua Yu's eyes lit up. Haha, do you mean you don't have a boyfriend? No, I see my sister and brother-in-law showing off their love every day. I'm so angry. Mu Feifei pouted. It was clear that this little beauty didn't have a boyfriend, but she was also very beautiful. Although she preferred the other sister, this little beauty wouldn't be bad in 2 years. Haha, it's okay. You're so beautiful. I'll find you. Hua Yu smiled. Well, it's hard. Then they sat down at the table. Waiter. Mu Feifei shouted and then took the menu. 1 3-meter-long lobster and 1 snowflake steak. Wow. It's more than 20,000 yuan. It looks delicious. Then Mu Feifei looked at Hua Yu and asked, Little brother, is it too expensive? Hua Yu said with a smile. It's not expensive. Just order. Thank you. 8 servings. Hua Yu. Haha, I can eat a little. Mu Feifei said embarrassedly. It's okay. It's a blessing to be able to eat. Mu Qingyao said lightly, 1 steak thank you. Then they looked at Lin Xian. I don't want to eat anything. Give me 1 serving of foie gras. And 1 serving of caviar. Damn it. It's too expensive. I won't order. It's time for you to pay. Lin Xian looked at Hua Yu and said. Hua Yu said, it's okay. We're all friends. If you don't order, you won't give me face. Lin Xian nodded. Okay, then give me 1 serving of caviar. The beauty glanced at it. Is it this 300,000 yuan per spoon? Ahem. Hua Yu was stunned. What the hell? Yes. Yes, 2 bottles of 1982 Lafite, thank you. Hua Yu. Okay. It was a small amount of money, but it was worth it to exchange for a girlfriend of this level. For Lin Xian, this person's purpose was not pure. If you want to pick up a girl, you have to pay a price, right? I'll kill you. This was just the beginning. Ha. Where are you from? You must have come to Kunlun Mountain to attend the conference, right? Hua Yu asked with a smile. Chapter 1556. Lin Xian nodded. Of course. You 3 too? Ha, that's for sure. Which family are you from? I've never seen or heard of your family before. Hua Yu was testing them to see what kind of family they were from. Oh, we're itinerant cultivators. Lin Xian said with a smile. Hearing Lin Xian's words, Hua Yu's eyes suddenly lit up. Itinerant cultivators. No matter what kind of itinerant cultivator they were, they would never dare to provoke Hua Yu. Then Hua Yu would be confident. He might even be able to kill this person and get his girlfriend, who was a mature and beautiful woman. Even if she was no longer a virgin, she was still beautiful and had a good temperament. Moreover, what if she was still a virgin? So you're itinerant cultivators. It's not easy to be an itinerant cultivator. Why are you here to participate in this forest dance competition? Hua Yu asked. Itinerant cultivators generally had limited knowledge and low cultivation. They were probably here to broaden their horizons. Oh, just to broaden my horizons, Lin Xian said with a smile. Hua Yu laughed in his heart. As expected. Ha ha ha, cultivation isn't something that can be done overnight. There's no need to rush. If you trust me, you can come to Mount Hua to cultivate. My Mount Hua sect is a big cultivation sect. You can come and give it a try. I'm the young master of Mount Hua sect. When you come to Mount Hua, look for me. I'll make the proper arrangements for you, Hua Yu said with a smile. Thank you, young Master Hua. Lin Xian smiled and then cut the steak. Ha ha ha, it's nothing. At this time, the 1982 law fight that Lin Xian wanted arrived. Young Master Hua, thank you very much. Here's a toast to you, Lin Xian said and held the sober law fight in his hand. I'll finish this bottle. You can do whatever you want. Then Lin Xian raised his head and gulped down the wine. Hua Yu was speechless. What the F***ck? Mu Feifei stifled a laugh in her heart. Lin Xian knew what she was thinking, and so did Mu Qingya. However, Mu Qingya felt that it wasn't right. Gu Ning invited them to dinner, but they didn't treat her well. Even if he had such thoughts, it was normal, right? To Lin Xian, they brought this upon themselves. Lin Xian didn't care about these things. Lin Xian gulped down a bottle of red wine. Young Master Lin has a good tolerance for alcohol. Hua Yu's mouth twitched as he spoke. Sigh, it's all right. Red wine is boring. Feifei, what are you looking at? Young Master Hua spent a lot of money to treat us to a meal, and invited us to the Huashan sect to cultivate. This is a rare opportunity. I'll do it. What about you? Mu Feifei then took another bottle. Yes, brother-in-law, you're right. Brother Hua is so good to us. We must thank him properly. I'll do it too. Then Mu Feifei gulped down the entire bottle. After all, she was a martial artist. Her alcohol tolerance could be improved. Even if she was drunk, Lin Xian could help her sober up in minutes. Hua Yu saw this scene and realized that this girl could also drink. Then he would have a chance to make her drink. Even if he couldn't make her drink now, he would have a chance later. Little Qingya, aren't you going to do something? Mu Qingya was speechless. Then waiter. Before Mu Qingya could finish, Lin Xian shouted. Handsome, is there anything else you need? Another box of 1982 law fight. Will that be enough? If it's not enough, we can have some royal salute. Today, I want to have a good drink with young Master Hua. I want to thank him properly. Hua Yu was speechless. This, young Master Lin, isn't it boring to drink red wine? Let's have some white wine. F***ck. Although he was rich, he couldn't afford to waste his money like this. Lin Xian said, but not only do I want to thank young Master Hua, but they also want to thank you. But they can't drink white wine, so they can only drink red wine. Aha. Hua Yu laughed and said, I think that young Master Lin, you should drink with me alone. These two are girls, they should drink less. You see, if they drink bottle after bottle, they won't be able to enjoy the taste of red wine. Secondly, it's bad for their bodies. There's no need. However, Lin Xian shook his head and said, No, that won't do. This matter concerns our future. Think about it, with our abilities, this is the best we can do in the future. However, if we are fortunate enough to be able to cultivate in the Huashan sect, without mentioning anything else, with young Master Hua taking care of them, they will definitely be able to raise their realms very quickly. The faster they raise their realms, the better their appearances will be. Their skin will also be better, and they will even be able to live longer. Furthermore, they will be immune to all sorts of diseases. This is our sincerity, young Master Hua. Yes, yes, Brother Hua, this is our sincerity. Mu Feifei wiped the red wine from the corner of her mouth and begged. This. Could he tell them that he was worried about the money? All right. However, it's fine as long as you don't drink too much. Huayu said. Yes, yes. Brother Hua, I want to eat that caviar. Mu Feifei blinked her big eyes and looked at Huayu expectantly. Huayu's inner defense was broken in an instant. Eat. Eat as much as you want. I'll pay for it. Huayu said with a smile. Thank you, Brother Hua. Beautiful sister, give me half a caddy of caviar. Thank you. Pfft, Huayu spat out a mouthful of water. What the hell? 300,000 a spoonful. You half a caddy. Mu Feifei saw Huayu looking at her and said with grievance. Brother Hua, do you think I can eat a lot? Ahem, no, of course not. It's just. Feifei, you'll get tired of eating too much of that. It's okay. I'm just like that. All right. Huayu wiped the sweat from his forehead. It's okay. It's okay to spend more. In the future, he would be able to get such a beautiful girlfriend. At the same time, he might even be able to get the sisters. If Lin Xian died and went to his Huashan sect, wouldn't he be able to easily control the sisters? It's okay to spend some money. Mu Qingya sighed helplessly in her heart. These two. Young Master Hua, when we go to Mount Hua sect in the future, can we get some cultivation resources? Lin Xian asked. Of course. With me around, what cultivation resources don't you have? Don't worry. Thank you, young Master Hua. Come, young Master Hua, let me toast you. I'll drink. You can do whatever you want. Lin Xian then raised his head and finished a bottle of red wine. The corner of Huayu's mouth twitched. Time passed slowly. The dishes on the table might have cost 100,000 at the beginning, but after Lin Xian and Mu Feifei came, they went from 1 million to 10 million. That's right. The dishes on the table had now reached the 10 million level. Mu Feifei was ruthless. That half a caddy of caviar had bought the hotel's annual sales. Chapter 1557. This thing wasn't that delicious, but since it was something he ordered, he had to finish it even if he had to cry. Thinking about the collagen, Mu Feifei endured it. And beside Lin Xian there was already a box of wine bottles. Huayu's forehead began to sweat. Is everyone done eating? Huayu asked. Not yet, young Master Hua. We are not drunk yet. How can it be over like this? And I contacted a friend of mine. She will come over soon. She hasn't eaten yet. Huayu frowned. Is it your friend or Feifei's friend? Oh, it's a beautiful girl. She's their best friend. Lin Xian said. Hearing this, Huayu, who was already a little impatient, instantly became energetic. Ahem, okay, since she's Feifei's best friend, we still need to wait. I'll go to the bathroom. Let's go too. Then the three people walked away. Ptahaha, brother-in-law, you are so bad. Mu Feifei couldn't help laughing. Come on, as bad as you? That half a caddy of caviar cost nearly 10 million. Ha ha ha, I can't take it anymore. Mu Feifei held back her laughter. Hurry up and eat. Then she pursed her lips. My stomach is about to explode, and this thing is so greasy. Mu Feifei looked at Lin Xian aggrievedly. Then we'll pack it up later. Okay. On the other side. Young Master Hua, do you feel that they are deliberately tricking you? A man said. Huayu frowned suddenly. Tricking me? Are they worthy? Are you saying that there's something wrong with my brain? No, that's not what we mean. We just think that it's too much. Huayu said. It's a lot, but when I get this pair of beautiful sisters, will you still think it's a loss? That Mu Feifei is a simple person. She doesn't have any ulterior motives. She doesn't know much about the ways of the world. That's why she ordered so much caviar. That Lin Xian is a pure idiot. He's a bootlicker. In order to please me, he drank a box of red wine. Damn. I wasted a lot of money, but it doesn't matter. Mu Qingya is not bad. She didn't order anything expensive. Unfortunately, she's already someone else's girlfriend. I hope they haven't slept with each other yet. When Huayu and the other two walked over, they saw another girl sitting at the table. It felt beautiful. His temperament was not bad at all. The white dress gave off a feeling of not being stained by the mud. Hiss. Even though he had spent a lot of money, he felt that it was not a loss at all. So you are Lin Xian's girlfriend. Nice to meet you, Lu Qingzhu. Lu Qingzhu reached out her hand to Mu Qingya. It was within her expectations that Lin Xian's girlfriend was so beautiful. Mu Qingya had expected that Lu Qingzhu would be so beautiful. You saved Lin Xian, didn't you? Thank you, Mu Qingya said. Lu Qingzhu shook her head. No, he saved me. I didn't save him. Well, don't mention it. We'll be a family in the future. Lin Xian said with a smile. Mu Qingya. Hey, brother-in-law, there's something wrong with what you said. Mu Feifei rubbed her chin, then took out a pair of black-rimmed glasses and put them on. She looked at Lin Xian and said, a family? Shouldn't you say that we'll be friends in the future? Why did you say we'll be a family? Something is wrong. Brother-in-law, you're exposed. Lin Xian. What are you talking about? Isn't this family closer? Isn't it? Mu Qingya glanced at Lin Xian and then at Lu Qingzhu. Lu Qingzhu's beauty, Lin Xian's lust, and Lin Xian's subconscious words. Well, she was probably Lin Xian's girlfriend. Lu Qingzhu smiled and said, don't get me wrong. Lin Xian and I are friends. Well, all the people who say this are not just friends in the future. Lu Qingzhu said helplessly. I can't be a mistress, right? Not necessarily. Maybe in someone's mind there's no mistress. Everyone is his girlfriend number one. Mu Feifei looked at Lin Xian and said, Lin Xian. I said that's enough. Hey, he's anxious. He's anxious. It seems that I'm right. In the future. Mu Feifei adjusted her black-rimmed glasses and said, please call me Sherlock Holmes. Thank you. Lin Xian. Don't expect me to teach you cultivation in the future. Hearing this, Mu Feifei paused. Brother-in-law, I'm sorry. Brother-in-law. Lin Xian glared at her. Oh, I'm sorry. Be a good girl and help me pour wine. Okay. Mu Feifei instantly became obedient. Hello, I'm Hua. Hua Yu walked over with a smile and reached out his hand to Lu Qingzhu. But halfway through his words, his eyes suddenly widened. Lu Qingzhu. He looked at this beautiful woman in disbelief. Lu Qingzhu, the dream lover of many people. Her personality, her appearance, her talent, everything was top-notch. She was too outstanding. But why was she here? Wait, the friend Lin Xian said would be coming later was Lu Qingzhu? Of course, Lu Qingzhu also recognized Hua Yu. I heard that someone is treating us to a meal here, so I came over to freeload. So it's young Master Hua. Lu Qingzhu said lightly. This young Master Lin, Ms. Lu is the friend you mentioned? Lin Xian nodded. Yes. This, Hua Yu was dumbfounded. Something was not right. He felt that something was fishy. If they knew Lu Qingzhu, it meant that they were not simple. Were they pretending just now? No, it was not certain. They might not know Lu Qingzhu and might not know Lu Qingzhu's identity. Hua Yu comforted himself. Young Master Lin. How did you meet Ms. Lu? Hua Yu asked. Oh, I just happened to meet her. Lin Xian said with a smile. Oh. He. Then Ms. Lu can also teach young Master Lin. You guys can cultivate. Hua Yu laughed. He was testing the waters. Is she very powerful? Is she as powerful as young Master Hua's Huashan sect? Why didn't I know? Lin Xian began to pretend. Hua Yu laughed in his heart. It turned out that he had guessed correctly. This Lin Xian really did not know Lu Qingzhu's identity. This was the same as his impression of Lu Qingzhu. This Lu Qingzhu was very low-key. Even if she knew someone, if that person did not know her identity, she would definitely not reveal her identity. Therefore, Hua Yu felt that it was reasonable. She is very powerful. Young Master Lin, you don't know? Lin Xian nodded. Yes, I feel that she is quite powerful. Her family must be very rich. Chapter 1558. Lu Qingzhu didn't know what had happened, but after looking at the situation on the table and Lin Xian's answer, she could roughly guess what had happened. She was a smart person. But there was no need for that, right? Haha, that's fine. Since Miss Lu doesn't want to talk about it, I won't talk about it either. Miss Lu, it's an honor to meet you. Today, I'll be the host and treat you to a meal. I hope Miss Lu can give me some face. Lu Qingzhu nodded. Then thank you, young Master Hua, for treating me to a meal. Hahaha, it's fine. Waiter. Then a girl walked over. Give the menu to this lady and let her order. Lu Qingzhu didn't have any enmity with him, so she casually ordered a few thousand yuan steak and a small portion of pasta. Miss Lu, are you going to participate in the martial arts convention this time? Hua Yu looked at Lu Qingzhu and asked. No, I'm just here to take a look and hand over the leader badge. Originally, Lu Qingzhu wanted to participate in this martial arts convention because she hadn't passed the standard yet. She was still young enough to participate. However, when she found out that Lin Xian was also participating, what should she say? She felt that she should forget it. If she didn't participate, she probably wouldn't be Lin Xian's match. There wasn't much meaning in participating. Moreover, she didn't need to participate because the Lu family was already strong enough. It wasn't like she could make the Lu family stronger just by being the leader for 2 more years. After weighing the pros and cons, she decided not to participate. She felt that watching Lin Xian's battle should be pretty good. That's good. If Miss Lu participates, then we won't have a chance. Huh? Hua Yu laughed and looked at Lin Xian. He continued. Young Master Lin, are you here to participate as well? Or are you here to watch? I'm here to participate in the martial arts competition. Lin Xian ate a mouthful of caviar and said. Oh. Hua Yu laughed disdainfully in his heart. Idiot. He probably didn't know how strong the geniuses in this martial arts convention were. The geniuses participating in the martial arts convention had to be at least in the mysterious heaven realm to have the confidence to participate. In the end, the position of Alliance Master should fall on someone in the law realm. In truth, they were also trying their luck because not every martial arts convention would have a top genius in the law realm. In this world, there were very, very few people who had reached the law realm in their 20s. Therefore, every profound heaven realm cultivator, who was at a relatively high level, felt that they had a great chance of becoming the Wulin Alliance Master before the battle started. I'm done. Lu Qingzhu wiped her mouth and said, Thank you for your hospitality, young Master Hua. Hey, I'm full too. I'm so full. Mu Feifei touched her belly. You already have a belly. Lin Xian pointed and said. Of course not. She exercises regularly. She ate too much. Mu Feifei curled her lips and said. Is that all Miss Lu is eating? I'll go out for a walk later. I'll also try some of the local specialties. Hua Yu quickly said. Then let's go together? Lu Qingzhu was really his dream lover. Moreover, she had the Lu family behind her. Moreover, Lu Qingzhu was the only child of the Lu family. If he could get Lu Qingzhu, it meant that the Lu family would fall into his hands in the future. This temptation was unimaginable. Under normal circumstances, Hua Yu basically had no chance to talk to Lu Qingzhu. But now, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He had to seize it. No need. Lu Qingzhu straightforwardly refused, and then said, Young Master Hua, you can play with your friends. We still have something to do. If they went out shopping with someone they didn't know, and it was a man, it would be uncomfortable to death. I say, Miss Lu, young Master Hua is treating us to a meal. It's such an expensive meal, we should eat together. Lin Xian began to play the black and white game with Lu Qingzhu. No, there are still some things that are inconvenient. I'll pay for it. Hey, how can that be? Since you have something to do, then this young master won't disturb you for the time being. However, this young master will definitely pay for it. Hua Yu said with a smile. Thank you very much. I'll leave first. Lu Qingzhu then walked away. Yeah, I'm leaving too. Can I take this away? Mu Feifei blinked and looked at Hua Yu. Of course, Sister Feifei, let's add each other on WeChat. Mu Feifei nodded. Okay. Then she took out her phone. My phone is out of battery. Brother Hua, I'll give it to you. You add me and I'll charge my phone. I'll agree. Hua Yu nodded. That's fine. Lin Xian said to Hua Yu. Young Master Hua, I'm really sorry. I'll go back and talk to Miss Lu later, and ask her to get to know you. I'm good friends with her. Huayu smiled and nodded. Okay. Young Master Lin, you don't have to do too much. Just let us add each other on WeChat. That's not a problem. Leave it to me. Then I'll leave first. Sister Feifei, I'll add you. You'll agree when the time comes. Mu Feifei made an okay gesture to Huayu. And then the three of them left after eating and drinking to their heart's content. Young Master Hua, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. He actually knows Lu Qingzhu. Huayu sneered and said, he definitely doesn't know her. It should be Mu Qingya who knows her. Didn't Lin Xian let it slip that they were best friends? Mu Qingya and Lu Qingzhu are about the same age. It can't be Mu Feifei, right? It's not a loss. I'll be more comfortable in the future. Who knows, I might even be able to get Lu Qingzhu. You know, Lu Qingzhu doesn't have any male friends. Not many people have her WeChat. If I add her, I'll have a great chance to get her after so many years of loneliness. Young Master Hua is right. If I can get Lu Qingzhu, I'll take off. Haha, waiter, the bill. Then a girl came over. The total is 21,200 yuan. Round it down and it's 21,200 yuan. More than 20 million yuan for a meal. To be honest, it was shocking. What? More than 20 million yuan? Don't think I don't know. Those things just added up to 15 million yuan. What's with the extra 7 million yuan? Do you think I'm a fool? Huayu said angrily. Oh, those people who just left took a pack of Chinese cigarettes. A pack of cigarettes is more than 7 million yuan. And a necklace in our counter. That necklace is more than 7 million yuan. Huayu. Bang. He slammed the table angrily. Previously, he was complacent and thought that he was going to take off. But now, even a fool knew that he had been cheated. Cheated miserably. He had always been a clown. The two people next to him didn't dare to speak. Lin Xian. I want you dead. Chapter 1559. Outside, Lin Xian was with three beautiful girls. His face was full of smiles. Brother-in-law, you're so bad. Not only did you cheat them of so much money, but you also took a necklace worth more than 7 million from their hotel. You're so bad. Mu Feifei tried to hold back her laughter. Then shouldn't you pay a price for flirting with girls? Mu Feifei took out her phone and opened WeChat. Phone out of battery? That's just an excuse. Mu Feifei clicked on her new friend list and rejected the friend request. Yahaha. Mu Feifei laughed. Mu Qingya shook her head helplessly. That's a bit too much. At least he didn't do anything wrong to us. One is willing to be beaten and the other is willing to be beaten. Who can be blamed? Lu Qingzhu said. It's only 20 million. The young master of the Huashan sect can afford it. Thank you for your cooperation today, Beauty Lu. Lu Qingzhu shook her head. It's okay. As far as I know, this Huayu is a playboy. He's a bad person. He deserves it. This is for you. Lin Xian handed the necklace to Lu Qingzhu. Mu Feifei and Mu Qingya looked at it eagerly. As girls and Lin Xian was their man, they were very sensitive to gifts and jewelry from men. Even Mu Qingya was the same. When Lin Xian took the necklace, Mu Qingya thought it was for her. She was looking forward to it. Then, Lin Xian gave it to Lu Qingzhu. She wasn't jealous. She was just a little disappointed. Just like what they said on TV, after a man had sex with a woman, he wouldn't care. He would be very enthusiastic when pursuing her, but once he had sex with her, he would feel that he had gained a lot and the woman had lost a lot. Because the man had nothing to lose. For me? Lu Qingzhu was also stunned. Yes, thank you for your help. Lin Xian handed it to Lu Qingzhu. Thank you. Lu Qingzhu didn't refuse and took it. Hey, brother-in-law, you didn't give my sister anything. And your dear sister-in-law didn't get anything. Mu Feifei was not happy. You can flirt with other women outside, but you can't forget about them. Lin Xian scratched his head and said, That's right, I haven't given you anything yet. Mu Qingya shook her head. It doesn't matter. Then what about me? Mu Feifei asked anxiously. Go play in the sand. Lin Xian said. Mu Feifei. Mu Feifei sniffed. She felt wronged. You've already given me a brand new Mu group. Mu Qingya said. That's different. How about this? When we go back, I'll definitely give you a gift. Mu Qingya nodded. It's not too troublesome. It's no trouble at all. Lu Qingzhu looked at them. Let's walk around. We have to wait until 2 o'clock in the evening. It's only 8 o'clock now. It's still early. Let's walk around for a while and get a room. Wow. Brother-in-law, what are you doing? Just one? Yes. Just one. You. Pervert. Hooligan. Bah. Lin Xian. Sister, let's get a room and play flying chess, Monopoly, or cards. It'll probably be past 10 o'clock by the time we're done shopping. Do you still want to sleep? What are you thinking? Mu Feifei. Ahem. Mu Feifei coughed awkwardly. Nothing. She thought this bastard was going to do that. Bad guy. No. He must have had this idea. After all, he was a man and a top pervert. Aren't you going to participate? Lin Xian looked at Lu Qingzhu and asked. It's not necessary. It doesn't make much sense. Lin Xian shrugged. That's true. It didn't make much sense to Lin Xian, but this triggered a task. What could he do? F***ck. Look at Ling Ying and Wang Xintong. What they did was a normal task that should be triggered on Earth. It was normal to participate in a talent show, win the championship, and have more than 10 million fans. Lin Xian killed Tao Tai and became the leader of the Wulin Assembly. Damn it. Who could stand this? Rujiamo. Mu Feifei pointed to the front. Rujiamo here is very famous. I bought a few before. Lu Qingzhu said. Go buy 2 for me. Lin Xian patted Mu Feifei on the shoulder. Brother-in-law, this kind of thing shouldn't be done by men. She pursed her lips. Are you going or not? Mu Feifei then pulled her little head. I'll go. Then she walked away aggrievedly muttering. Look at how they treat my dear sister-in-law. And look at you, boohoo, Lin Xian. There's milk ice there. It's quite famous. Do you want to eat some? Lu Qingzhu asked Mu Qingya. Okay. Do you want to eat? Mu Qingya looked at Lin Xian. Give me one, any flavor. Then the 2 girls walked away. Ling Xiao, what kind of ranking do you think you can get in this Wulin Assembly? There was Lu Qingzhu before, but she's not participating this time. You'll have one less big opponent. Duan Ling Xiao said, first place. The 2 of them walked on the bustling street. Oh, you're so confident. I like it. Xianyuan Qingtian smiled and patted Duan Ling Xiao on the shoulder. Duan Ling Xiao was indeed very confident. Morong Yu's realm didn't even seem to be in the law realm. She couldn't make any waves. Moreover, the general strength of the warriors in this world was much worse than that of Sky Blue Planet, including the general difference in attributes. For example, most of the people here were metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Those rare ice and wind attributes were very rare. Then wouldn't Duan Ling Xiao be invincible in such a situation? Moreover, his martial arts skills were also invincible. The martial skills in this world were all trash. He had understood that the strongest martial skills were deity rank martial skills, and only a few of the most powerful forces had these deity rank martial skills. Moreover, they only had a few. The deity rank martial skills that they thought were top-notch were actually trash deity rank martial skills in Duan Ling Xiao's eyes. Under such circumstances, if he still couldn't get first place, then he would be a piece of trash. Duan Ling Xiao said, if I follow Big Brother Xianyuan and can't get first place, then I'll embarrass Big Brother Xianyuan. I'll definitely get first place and become the leader. Good. Very good. This young master likes your personality. Duan Ling Xiao smiled. Waiter. A young man ran over. Go buy some Rujiamo over there. Then Xianyuan Qingtian said to Duan Ling Xiao, it's quite famous. Try it. Thank you, Big Brother Xianyuan. Duan Ling Xiao casually glanced around, and suddenly his gaze fell on someone. What the F***ck? Lin Xian. You're tuning in to the Earbook Haven YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.